All right. And we're live. It's saying I'm live, everybody. What's up? Okay. I see that there are people already in the room. Hey. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see you guys. LL, Carrie, Kelly, Chelsea, Cherry. Okay. Coco, Raphael, Miss Monet. Okay, in the backstage, Yocrates. Yes, listen, I am so excited. This is my first time doing StreamYard and bringing people in for a conversation. Okay, so first I'm going to disseminate some information, see how everybody, is feeling about it, call them in and see what they feel about it. Okay, Miss Monet, Urel, I'm gonna bring y'all in first just so y'all know. For everybody else, I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all to call in on StreamYard as soon as I have given um the other people who are either members or other parts of my panel and other YouTubers. Like I want to let them kind of come in first. And then I'm gonna bring in other people because it's also kind of like an MF and advice situation, baby. We gonna just go ahead and see what it's go. Okay, so from what I understand, I just finished watching a few videos. Okay, I was over there at Jay Lee's Corner, and they was talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, and are people really going to boycott Bravo? You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening, but I do feel like this is the beginning of the end if some things don't start to change. Because anybody got time for this? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there are more shows in the works and we just don't know about it yet. Like, yes, we've all heard about that new show that Carlos is doing. Yeah, we gonna watch it. We gonna see what it's hitting for. But for the most part, like there are other shows I'm sure that's coming. So it's not like we're gonna always need a Bravo show in order to be entertained or in order to review. So either way, boycott. That's one thing, right? The other two things are, from what I understand, Robin may not be coming back. It was in the Velvet Rope podcast in the comments that, and also from Layla Lynn's video today. Shout out to Layla Lynn. That some people are like 99% sure Robin isn't coming back to the show. We haven't got any confirmation, so it's allegedly Lee. Shout out to Alex, who hopefully will join as well. Okay. But I would love to see Robin gone. I see that in the panel, we have an Instagram DMs for our panel, right? And we were just talking about how somebody is trying to start, um, I guess, some type of change.org. Bravo and Truly Entertainment needs to fire Candice and the liability. And I guess this is supposed to be your girl Wendy and Candace. I just kind of feel like that's too much. I feel like that's way too much. But I'm going to bring in Miss Monet and Urel. Are you ready? Because I want to bring y'all in first, and y'all first two people that are in here. I want y'all to give y'all opinions and let me know what y'all are feeling about this. So I'm gonna go and add Miss Monet to the stream and Yocrates Urel. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know why I went into that accent, but that's what I felt like doing. So let's go ahead and start with Miss Monet. What are your thoughts, lovely?
Well, hey, first, how you doing? I wanted to talk about this actually. That's crazy. I have wrote some notes like if she asks questions, I just what I'm gonna talk about, and this is what I wanted to talk about. Why is it this is like the only show where this shit has been taken this far? If you ask me, this is literally the only show that has been taken this far. So many people have fought, have actually been attacked, have actually had like real shit go on. Like when Tammy banged Mika in her face real quick, that was an attack.
Let's be clear though, there were repercussions for basketball wise because of the stuff that Tammy was doing. That's why Miami never came back and the girls had to go over
I
there to
got
LA.
Right, cool, that's fine. But nobody was saying that she needed to walk around in a damn ankle bracelet.
No, they didn't. Maybe she should have, because when she took Lil Keisha's purse and had Lil Keisha crying down there to the pool trying to get her purse
That's
back under the cabana, I was just
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
and our girl
It's
has, grown,
it's just a,
but
it's reality TV to me. It's like all this shit is literally just is reality TV. I don't feel like unless somebody literally stabs you, draws blood, damn near, there should be no calling the police, filing reports, none of this stuff. This is literally what you sign up for. This is reality TV. And don't tell me just because it's Real Housewives that, you should be safe from fighting, because no, the White Housewives, they be yanking, pulling, smacking, cussing, calling each other all kinds of names, and they don't get the same, like the trash talk. They don't get called ghetto, and this is bringing down white people as a race, and this is why they don't respect white people. You don't see that. You don't see that. You see in the comments, yes, I love when she pulls a ponytail, get her, snatch her. Where is that when it comes to our stuff? It's not entertaining then. Then it's we're breaking down the whole race. We're tearing down other women, and oh, they're aggressive and they're angry. I'm getting really annoyed by that. I
I
really
think
am. I'm really getting annoyed. I don't know if it's because it was two brown housewives, but I can't even say that because it's everybody has fought on reality TV on every single franchise. I don't care what it was. Jersey Shore was a big fucking hit. That was a bunch of white people fighting in the
and
house.
they keep bringing them back.
I never watched that show. I always thought it was ridiculous.
Um, I'm gonna let Urel tap in on this because I think he is the perfect person to get into. Okay,
He
and
is
after Urel says what he has to say, I'm going to
Jersey
bring in
Ghetto Franchise.
Scotty and Alex. Okay, and we're gonna continue conversation. I see you, the real Cammy. I'm coming, boo. I got you. Go ahead, Urel.
Oh wait, what? Can I
Oh,
say
I'm
one more
sorry.
thing before
Please,
you go,
Monet,
Uriel?
finish. Finish.
Was I don't give a fuck about Robin leaving. She can go. Her and her little puny man that she was saying that she was glad that wasn't there. Bye. I'm done.
I mean, I don't really know how to top that. But I mean, the first thing that I'll say is, I I'm not gonna do the crabs in a bucket type of thing where it's like, trying to pull people, down and whatnot. And when I say that, I mean trying to sit here and, mess up somebody's money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, like I'll say, like, I don't want to see this person, this, that, and third, but if they brought all these heifers back, I mean, I'm still gonna watch. I'm not gonna sit here and boycott for somebody to be off unless they did something that's just truly just on some other issue. And again, the fact they brought Teresa back after her, legal issues. I mean, come on now, come on now. What I will say is, when it comes to those women, they need to do a better job of setting themselves up for success. Because I think we all can agree that whether you like Monique or you hate her, she just pulled the boss move. Because not only was she able to, even with the little bit of exposure she got this season, she promoted her podcast. In addition to her promoting her podcast, you had Candace promote her song, which I think was the stupidest thing. Like, you're trying to say and come at her, and you just promoted her song, and she dropped a music video and all that other stuff. I just want them to at least make sure they doing what they need to do. Because with Candace, we ain't heard shit about the hairline. Like, I'm pretty sure all that hair, her mama's wearing on her head, but we ain't heard shit about the hairline. Not
We have
nothing.
not.
So it's like, even not, and what people were saying, get these people off. Like, I just feel bad where it's like, what can you really do? Because I don't want them to fall into the trap that Nene fell into, where you spend so much money trying to look fabulous and be fabulous that you ain't extend your portfolio.
Mm.
So I'll
And I
say
feel
that.
like that's what a lot of people are doing. When I was listening to All About the Teas panel about this today, because they really went into an extensive conversation about how race plays a part, and so many people want to deny it. But in so many ways, and that's one of the ways where not only is it hard for Black people to acquire the same amount of wealth, but you get on the show, you have the wealth, they see you have the wealth, and they still can't believe it. Like, to question the portfolio that Monique said her husband had. And you know what I'm saying? In that manner, when I don't see that from the other ladies, and then you see people like Nene making decisions where
So
you could tell
disgusted.
you're not being smart. So that's another thing. Oh, and also while we're speaking on it, what do y'all feel about the fact that Michael is like openly sexually harassing people and grabbing ass and basically assaulting people all over the show for seasons and seasons and seasons, and nobody has added a "we don't condone sexual assault" before you know what I'm saying?
He needs to be
Have
up for
I
jail.
have a thought. I have a
It
thought.
was an old white man.
First off, hold on. This is a little bitty. This is a bit of an old reunion for me. I gotta say hi to everybody. Miss Monet, I've never met you, but I love you. Bondi, you know you're my motherfucking girl. Y'all, oh my God. Like, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna put a little business in the street. Y'all has sent me some really lovely blessings, and I want you to know I genuinely really do appreciate it. You are a sweetie. When I met you in Vegas, it was wonderful. We have to get together again in real life. Scotty, I have never met you, but it needs to happen. And I am loving your
That's
new
how I
panel.
felt.
I watch your new panel show. I'm loving your new panels. With me and Scotty, like we are like you, me, Bond. We are all like the original, YouTube TV reviewers, and it's so good to be on a panel with y'all. You see that we didn't even have this technology back then. We had Blab for a little bit, but then we what happened to that? But I just gotta give love to everybody in the chat, and it's so good to be here. But my issue with Michael, quiet as it's kept, here's why I don't think you haven't heard any real complaints, and here's why I feel like Monique deleted that footage. Sissy's sissy. I don't think Michael Darby is out here grabbing asses that don't want to be grabbed. I don't think Michael Darby is out here having relationships and threesomes with people who don't mind a little MMF, if you know what I mean. I think that when things come to public knowledge, that's when it's like, oh no, I'm not gay. He grabbed my ass and I didn't want it. I did really, really, I'm sorry. I think there are some silent sissies of the pew, some secret sissies, some undercovers, some DLs where it's like, especially when, these are the type of people. Now, I say this, Michael seems very generous. He seems like the guy who will fly you out with Ashley. So it's like you can have pussy and bussy. It's
That's
all
how I
yours.
feel.
But
Wine, like,
then
I
when
think
your
that's what Wine
girlfriend
is getting out of this. I think Wine is
then
getting
when your
flued out.
girlfriend find out, it's the issue. It's the issue. So I really believe that every relationship was consensual and people were trying to get what they want and use what they got to get what they want. And that's why I feel like everything was quiet. And that's why I think Monique knew about it, because Candace said, now look, girl, we've been fucking him. I fuck him. Michael fucks him. I peg him. He's loosey goosey. But you see, men are, men that enjoy anal play. They're not out here, saying it. They're not going, they're not going to profess to their love of pegging. But believe me, God child, niggas will get their heels to the sky.
I believe you, honey. I believe you. Okay, child. Listen, anybody else want to comment on Legs in the Sky? And
Legs to the moon, legs to the moon.
I just still feel like he's so creepy. And I do believe that's the only reason Andy wasn't bothered by his ass being grabbed, because he invites that energy. Because his ass was grabbed too. Go ahead, Scotty.
Wait a minute, Michael grabbed Andy's ass too?
Yes. Remember they talked about that at the reunion one day
Yeah, Andy said
last.
that himself.
Yeah, and he was like, what he said it, but then at the reunion he was like, "Did you grab my ass?" Oh, you know what? You did grab my ass, like that. It was on some shit like that. Also, everybody, try to remember to like mic, mute your mics ever so often, so we don't have like the calamity of sound. But go on ahead.
As far as that's concerned, I agree with Bundy when she says that Michael is absolutely creepy. That's like he just gives me all types of child molester vibes, and that's not me calling him a child molester, but he does give me molesting vibes, and the fact that he was slick molesting the production team is enough. And I just feel like if it was a black dude, and I hate to this, but if Chris Samuels or Warren, anybody else did that, I really feel like they would have been banished. Or better yet, let's not even bring it into a race thing. Let's make it like if it was a woman that was being like taken appropriately, it would have been a big ass thing. People really don't take, you know, sexual harassment with guys seriously, just like they don't really take child molestation with men seriously. We only hear it when a female says it, but sometimes people really do feel like, that doesn't really happen with males. Males aren't sexually harassed or males aren't molested as children. You know what I mean? It's like when it comes down to that type of thing, sexual harassment or being touched inappropriately, people don't take it
You
seriously
froze up.
because I know that
You froze up right there, Scotty.
I'm sorry. What was the last thing you heard?
Just about how you were saying that just because people believe that it's not happening don't mean it's not happening. About boys and how
Yeah, yeah,
men can be
yeah. It's
sexually
like even
assaulted
with
is what we
me.
trying to say.
Basically, I mean, even with me, when I was growing up and I was talking about being bullied in school, a lot of those guys that was bullying me, they were also like touching me inappropriately in inappropriate
Mm.
spots and all of this other stuff. But I never said a word about it because I was afraid that people wouldn't take it, seriously.
Seriously.
The first time I spoke about it was on the video, and I think somebody in the comment section was like, they went as far as to say that I was molested or something like that by those guys that was bullying me. I never saw it like that, but I don't know if you guys see it like that. But I never saw it like that. I just thought they were being pains in the asses. But that could be. I don't know. Y'all can
I,
piggyback off of that.
I I will say I would agree with that person. I see it that way because it was the fact that they were like it that takes it beyond bullying. I was bullied too, but that never happened to me. And if it did happen to me, that's putting a sexual energy on it where they clearly were not they clearly didn't know what they wanted, and part of why they were bullying you is they were probably attracted and they didn't understand, and so it's a very unhealthy way of expressing that emotion. But I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Miss Monet, you have anything else to say, love? Because I wanted to yeah, I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, because Terrence and Jay Lee, and I see Brotherhood is out there. We're gonna bring you in soon, but I definitely wanted to bring in Jay Lee and Terrence to the panel. So Miss Monet, please go ahead.
I just wanted to like just kind of piggyback off what Scotty was saying about people not taking assault against men seriously, period, whether that's domestic violence or sexual abuse, or little boys. Because I remember reading about Ike Turner and his childhood and how when he was like 8, 9, 10 years old, women in the neighborhood that were in their 40s were having sex with him. They were raping him, but they called it having fun with this little kid. And nobody thought to arrest these women or protect this little boy. And then when he grows up to be a woman beater, that's all anybody can remember and talk about. But they never want to say, hey, he was not protected as a child. Like, they don't take it seriously. And I don't understand that. Or when boys are 13 saying they lost their virginity at 13 and 14 to
Try
women
nine,
who were
girl.
over
Try
the age of
nine.
18. Yeah, even 9 years old, saying you lost your virginity to someone, that is
Yeah.
not losing your virginity. You were taken advantage
And
of.
the thing is, And Monet, I want to expand on your point. The thing is, they would do that. Like I remember, like back in my day, like I knew a couple of kids whose parents, like their dads, took them to hoe houses to lose their virginity at 13 or 14 because they didn't
Lil
want them turning
Boosie.
out sissy.
This
Anything, oh my
pussy.
goodness, let me get you some pussy early so that way you don't turn out into a faggot. Oh my God, I don't want to have a faggot.
And the funny part about it is all that does is make you over sexualize until you figure your shit out. Until you pick a
And
side.
and you don't have a healthy relationship with women, and it's difficult for you to have that level of respect when you're taught from 13 that this is what women are here for, that you're not, like your father is teaching you not to humanize a woman, and then
Right.
it's like, okay, your mother is humanized but everybody else isn't, your sister's humanized but everybody else isn't. And I would say, like, T.I., it's like, okay, it's not right for your daughter to get pregnant, but your sons can go
Get
out
that.
and knock somebody up. And I said on Pop Roast, T.I. is raising his daughters to not want to date his sons.
Basically, I said that.
You know what I mean? Like, not that they would, be incestual, but like you're raising a man that you would not want your daughter to date.
Because you feel like there are a group of women that deserve the abuse or deserve to be put in the whole box so
And
that y'all could.
treated poorly. We could just say a group of women
Exactly.
deserves to be treated poorly. And I'm sorry, but every woman is somebody's sister, somebody's mother, somebody's aunt, somebody's cousin. Every woman deserves respect, except Kenya Moore.
Child, I'm glad you said that. Y'all know, okay, so Miss
All
Monet,
right,
you're gonna leave me.
y'all.
I love you.
I'm
Listen,
just being silly. I'm just
I'm
being
gonna do
silly.
station head tomorrow. So Miss Monet, I'm gonna be looking for you on station head, girl.
What time I get off at 5:30?
You get off at 5:30, then I'm gonna make it a nighttime station head just for you.
Also, I
Okay?
want to compliment Miss Monet on her nice sweater. I love that cream sweater, and I love that red. Not everybody can rock the red, but girl, you rocking that red. I love it.
I love
Also, I
it
love
too.
all sister.
Me too.
As
I
a
love it. You do look very cute. But
But
thank you
we
so
are
much for calling in.
shit.
Okay, yes. Okay. I'm gonna see you later, girl.
All right, bye. I love everybody. See y'all later.
Bye. Okay, so we're going to bring in Terrence, Jay Lee, and Layla Lynn. Okay, and I'm just excited. Okay, because y'all know I love y'all. And listen, viewers who like aren't YouTubers and stuff, I'm coming to y'all. I promise. But while these people are here, I really want to get their opinion on everything. So, hold up. Why is it okay? Is it not? Is that too many people? Child, it ain't no respect in the precinct. Jalen, I'm sorry, I clicked on you last and it won't let me bring in more than 6 people at a time. So commence and then somebody gotta leave. I ain't paid for the upgrade yet, y'all. But yes,
I'll go ahead and step out. I'll step out and stay in the back.
I
thank
was
you.
All right.
I was just about to say you ain't upgraded yet like I did. I paid that $20 a month. You ain't
Girl,
paid
Oh,
this
for
my
it
first time
I
doing
said,
it.
yet.
I said, you can do it if you got the coin.
Girl,
Y'all,
StreamYard ain't getting $20 of my hard-earned money.
I don't do this enough, but Scotty does this, several times a week. So this is cute for him, but this is my first time. So y'all gonna give me a chance, okay? Get this
Right.
together. But yes, okay. So we're talking about housewives. We're talking about how we feel like at the end of the day, Michael is up here grabbing ass and nobody is putting out statements to protect the brand from him. Why are we coming at Monique like this? Will Robin leave? Okay, what are we gonna do with Candace next season if she's gonna remain this way? Layla Lynn, ladies first.
um,
Hey, look, I'm gonna come back on a different device because my audio is messed up. I can't really hear you. So I'm gonna come right
Okay,
back. Okay.
okay.
All right.
Scotty, you look like you had something to say, so let me go ahead and get it while it's fresh on your mind. Go ahead.
okay, because you said Robin was fired. Is
Well,
that is that like
question mark.
complete like facts?
Well, they were talking about it on the Velvet Rope.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted Layla to talk, because she did. I just finished watching her video
Okay.
where she said it's like 99 or 95% that, word on the curb is that your girl Robin may not be coming back, and that changes the dynamic of the show. But go ahead.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let Jay Lee's Corner go in. By the way, I love Jay Lee's Corner. By the way, I am subscribing. I follow her on
Thank
Twitter, so I just want to let
you.
her know that. But, before, okay, so as far as Robin being fired, I've been wanting Robin to get fired for the last couple of years. So with that being said, I'm not saying that I'm happy that she lost her job, but she doesn't do anything for me besides act like Juan's concubine and then be all up Giselle's ass. And it's just like that's her only purpose is to be his concubine and being up Giselle's ass. So with her being gone, Giselle is not going to have anybody to bounce off of like that. She's not going to have extra head on her body because that's all Robin really is. So I don't need to promote Robin as a friend, I guess. I mean, and on top of that, maybe Bravo don't want to pay for this man's wedding that she's trying to have. I don't know, but that's my opinion on that. Y'all can go ahead.
Okay, Jay Lee, go ahead, girl.
Hey y'all. So y'all know I'm new. I don't know nothing about StreamYard or nothing. So I hope y'all can hear me or whatever. I feel like Robin isn't needed because Robin doesn't do anything. Alex, no, because me and Alex was on his IG live last night, and Robin does not have a brain. Like she's literally a scarecrow, and it's like, what is the point of having? What is the point of having her on the show? She doesn't give anything. She isn't even a good sidekick to Giselle because she doesn't really do. She just stands there. It's like the wedding won't happen. Juan did not come to reunion because Juan did not want to talk about not marrying her. He proposed with that fake ass costume jewelry ring because it helped Robin to have some kind of Alex's. I hate when
Was
he does
it
that.
fake? Because I felt like it was rented, but it was pretty.
It was really pretty. It was a gorgeous ring. If it costs more money, I feel like you have a huge diamond that costs not that much. You're trying to make it seem as if I'm out in the stores, I'm rich and I'm fancy. But it's like, no, that's a real cute birthday stone. It's a real cute, Zales clearance rack stone. It's a real cute, JC Penney's on the edge of the elevator stone that you can get anywhere, QVC all day. But she like it, I love it. That's my wife. But I feel like Juan proposed to just make it seem as if they're moving forward because where else can they go? They live together in that townhouse. They don't live in Potomac. Okay, they money is separate. They both kind of broke, but not they richer than me, but broke still. And it's like compared to Karen, compared to Wendy, compared to Monique, Robin is just baseless. Like there's no point. If Robin leaves, what changes? Nothing. Giselle just stands alone. But that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, y'all can talk now. I'm gonna leave that. That's
The
my. I don't.
read.
you know.
The read. Miss Layla, you did the video about this. And I was like all ears listening to this video because I was just like, child, please let it be true. Like that would give me a reason to be more interested in reviewing next season.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that video, if you caught it on Facebook, you caught the full version. I was doing the video with Grace Report, and she spilled so much tea about Juan that I had to edit out. So what you see is half a video. It's so much tea about Juan that she was spilling. But what's up, Scotty? Let me just say what's up real quick. What's up, Scotty? Me and Scotty got a collab coming soon. What's up, Alexander Rogers, Jay Lee? I feel like this is my first time getting to talk to Jay Lee like in real time. And what's up, giving you the real tea? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? But yeah, so I hate to see Robin go on the one hand on a personal level because I do feel like she needs the show. I feel like she needs the money. But on the other hand, and I feel like this is part of the producer's decision, I feel like the producers are making Giselle like the star of the show, and she needs to stand on her own. I really feel like they want to see what is Giselle going to do without the Robin to her Batman. What is she really going to do?
Nothing.
She got to
Child.
be decent, or else she's next. If it's a season, if next season Giselle doesn't prove herself and her own storyline, because lately she's been a bone carrier. She advances other people's storylines. But if she doesn't prove herself and her own storyline, then she's probably next.
See, here's the thing. When I think of, I'm sorry, I was just about to say that when I think about her, and you're right, she is a Sheree Whitfield. She has nothing. Like, we don't care, Giselle, I mean, you don't have a man because that Jamal shit is fake. We don't care about, your everyday life because you're not that interesting. You're not fabulous. You're not rich. Your kids are gorgeous, but we can only see them so often. You know what I'm saying? And her business, which would have been something interesting to see, she let fall by the wayside. So I don't see how and what Giselle could possibly give.
Boringness,
I mean, all
pettiness,
Giselle is
jealousy, nothing, eyebrows, wigs, bad fashion, bad designs,
Dry
you know,
weed.
all of it. That's what she has. She Giselle is very beautiful. We give her that. Okay. However, you don't even do beautiful right. Like, how are you that gorgeous and you are the most boring person on the show? Your kids don't like you. Like, your kids is out here doing you a disservice. Like, your kids roll their eyes and smack their lips because they're like their mama. And it's like you tried to bring on Jamal and you couldn't do that right. And he a pastor. All he had to do was come there and sit and maybe give a sermon. He couldn't even get no sermon on the show. Nothing. Not a revival. Not Bible study. Like, y'all didn't have Bible study as a family for the show.
Nothing.
Like, you could have done so much with
When the
Pastor
kids
Jamal Bryant.
when the kids said that they didn't even want to stay at his house, I was like, oh, they really don't like him. This
They
ain't
don't
no
like
we was
him at all.
mad. No, they don't. And it wasn't this, oh, we was mad at our daddy because he moved bullshit that they tried to give to us in his little binder with the one loose leaf sheet of paper. No, sir. You ain't been there the whole time. Go ahead,
He don't
Alex.
even live there.
I think that proves them kids ain't been staying at his house.
He stay at his house. It's like, where did Jamal live before he moved to Atlanta? Who was he living with? He wasn't living with Giselle. How your kids mad you moved when they didn't live with you?
She
How did
said
that
that he
happen?
live at his house.
How did
But to me,
that's like
but to me, I think that's the worst part about this whole thing is that them girls. And the girls ain't here for it. Them girls, like they I know the script, they didn't know what was going on. Like, they look completely blindsided. So I think with that storyline, those the people that suffer the worst are the girls, because they're not here for their daddy at all.
them
I
girls
mean,
just fine without they.
I'm gonna need for Layla Lynn to
like
spill some of this
honestly,
wine tea. I'm just saying.
all
Oh
I
yeah,
say
me
is
too. I'm dying to know
Giselle's
where Juan really
daughters,
was.
just daughters are
Well,
more
let me ask
entertaining than
y'all this.
her. That's all I can say.
Let me ask y'all this. Speaking of Juan, now that Robin allegedly, this is all allegedly, we don't know for sure. Even the person who posted it didn't know for sure, but allegedly, if Robin doesn't return to the show, do y'all think Juan is going to go through with marrying Robin?
Robin could
Let's just
produce
start
her.
there.
Robin could produce her own show, fund her own show, buy her own network. Juan would still not marry that lady. Juan proposed to that lady on that show with that cheap ass rig just because he did not want to embarrass her further. It has been 5 seasons of I don't like her, get me out of here, fuck them kids, fuck them ass, I'm always gone. Like, when do we really see Juan and Robin together? Them little couch scenes don't mean shit. That's nothing.
She in
Let's
her
meet up
phone,
and
girl.
he Jamal. He is
She is in her
Jamal.
phone.
And it's like, so I think Juan proposed because he don't feel like constantly being asked every year when y'all getting married. So okay, now we engaged. So you don't have to, so now for at least a year or two, no one would ask me what's next. So I just proposed that buy him 2 or 3 years. They gotta buy a house first, they can't afford a wedding. Robin hats need material. She need material from hats. Like it's always be something that the money has to go to that can't go to this wedding. So again, I think they felt like, okay, this engagement buys us like 2 or 3 more seasons. This new house we built from scratch, Chateau Charay, coming, in February 31st. Will buy up time. And it was like, no. So Robin can leave and we still won't care. Robin can leave.
Well, I would
Wendy can
say this.
leave.
I'm sorry. I'm so tickled right now because you are dragging the fuck out of them. But what I will say about Juan and Robin is this. I feel like they are the Potomac version of Chrissy and Jim Jones. Like they're gonna be for like Robin is gonna be forever fiance just like Chrissy ass is on Love and Hip Hop. Like they never marry. That's how I feel. And if they do
But
get
Jim
married, I'm gonna
Jones
be very
playing
surprised.
Chrissy. Jim Jones playing Chrissy, was with Chrissy, dog Chrissy together. Like they were a couple. Like we see them like loving on each other, even though they will forever be dating. Like I guess like Oprah and Statman, but I still feel like Jim Jones loved Chrissy. He just want to marry her, and it ain't because she rich and he rich. They just don't want to get married. Like with Oprah and Statman, it's too much money to join. Robin and Juan are like college roommates and who paying for the noodles because we both broke, and that's what it gets. It's like it's just like it's like
Listen, do y'all see this comment
Here's the
about the
thing.
billboard?
I agree with Jay Lee.
Yes.
If you're in the
We all
household,
do.
you don't have to pay child support. And the truth is, that's why they moved back in together because he couldn't afford to live by himself. She couldn't afford to live by herself, especially with them kids.
That's the truth of the matter.
So
I want to know
It is.
who
so
Juan is
basically,
actually fucking. That's what I want to know. Who is that? Cause
Michael,
no, see,
Michael,
I don't
girl.
believe that. I don't believe that. I know we say that, but I think there's some
Michael.
cute girl somewhere. There's some cute girl laid up somewhere that has the respect for herself to let him get his little family check.
He probably already done had her, which is why he run into Michael in his business, girl. That's what we trying to tell you. I'm
Don't
sure
nobody
it
want fuck
is. He don't
Michael.
ran through him.
Ashley don't even want fuck Michael. I feel like she just had sex with him to get pregnant so she could ensure her check get larger
she
every
needs
five
the
years.
money.
Okay,
She
she's
needs
never
to,
gonna live in a
and
tent.
you need the money. That's probably it. May be an even exchange. I
Ashley
think
said,
it's a
"I'm never
gamification.
living in a tent like my
Mi-
Michael
mama."
is Juan is getting something up out of this strange ass relationship that
I
he
said
got
that.
with Michael.
I think
It's something being offered.
it's a money situation for sure.
And
Maybe
also,
contacts. I don't know.
Michael probably paid for Robin's engagement ring, if you really want to be honest. Michael probably paid for that engagement ring he got for Robin, if you ask.
Could have.
With his flute out money.
that diamond. Giving you the real tea. Now, I want to ask. This is a question for everybody in the chat. Do you think that Robin and Gabrici, I call her Gabrice and Gabrici because she's two-faced. Do you think that Gabrice is the pillow princess and Robin is the touch me not?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I call Robin her compliment monkey. That's what she is. Absolutely. Absolutely. 1,010%.
Listen,
Can't nobody tell me otherwise.
I would have turned Robin out in high school. It wouldn't have been no wine. I'd have been like, girl, stop playing. Come on, like just be honest. That's what it was. Robin didn't have nobody at her school that stared at her across the gym long enough for her to realize she liked girls. Like all the, the girls who tried to with the well, I'ma just say I had a friend in high school with light eyes who swore up and down she was straight. The gayest thing you ever seen as an artist out here in New Orleans. Shout out to Kentrice. But she thought she was straight at first. She had hard hairstyles and short skirts and everything. And the truth of the matter is she loves her a woman. So I just feel like Robin never had the space to really figure out who she is because she's always been in this push and pull with wine.
Listen, I always say I kind of feel like, Juan was just her little experiment and it just got to be too much. Like when I look at Juan and Robin, I say it all the time. I don't get nothing. I don't see it. I don't feel it. Exude it. Like I don't get nothing from. I don't. So am I? And listen. No, I don't like Rob. But if it's real, I hope it works for him. But me personally, nah, I just don't see it happen.
You breaking up, Terrence. You breaking up
Terrence,
again.
you stay breaking up, okay? Even though I love your kitchen, you stay breaking up. Layla, your face looking like you got something to say.
All right. Well, this is what was told to me. This is not my tea. So if you want the full tea, you got to go to Grace Report's channel, get the full tea from her. But first of all, it's not just what was told to me was not just about one woman. And then second of all, when you say about Robin really not having a chance to explore her sexuality, even with other men or other women, because of her being with Juan so long, from what I've heard, she's not the only woman in that situation. Like the other woman, allegedly, we got Alexander Rogers here. Allegedly, can you hit it real quick?
Allegedly, it's just a word. Allegedly, it's what she heard. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
There you go. Allegedly, the other woman has allegedly been with Juan since she was 18. And so her mind is kind of like in the same vein as Robin. When you've been with somebody for so long that that's all you know.
Girl,
Now that's what I heard.
Wait, hold on. Wait, whoa. I need you to run that back so I understand exactly what I heard. I'm the slow kid who's going to raise his hand in the back of the class, but also at least I'm going to make sure I get the proper information. So wait, did you just say Juan has another woman he's been with since he was 18 when he was living with Robin's family? Is that what I heard, or did I tune out because I was eating my clam strips?
No, that the woman was 18, that he allegedly was dating another woman since that woman was 18. And so now, even though she's grown up, she's in her 20s now, in her mind, it's like she's been with him so long that that's all she knows.
So he didn't kind of mind fucked R. Kelly, a girl. He got somebody younger that's kept on his wing. Is that what he did? That's what I heard.
I'm just saying.
He R. Kelly people.
When you
You
told
see,
when you,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it wasn't underage.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing underage.
So they were both legally.
This is what the streets are saying. But it was nothing R. Kelly-ish. It was nothing underage. My point is the time frame. You know, when you've been with somebody for 10 years and you see things through a certain, like, you know what I'm saying? Bonnie.
So,
like you see things a certain way.
So is it alleged that Robin already knows about this girl?
I don't know about that.
See, that's the thing. I feel like Robin.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did know.
Exactly.
She knows. I'm sure she knows.
There's a piece of me that feels like Robin wants the prestige and she wants to be on the show and she wants to be, Juan's woman. Like she wants that picture more than she wants actual happiness. So something makes me feel like even if she knew about that girl, she would act like she didn't know about that girl because it would give Juan an out.
I can see
Juan's out is not marrying Robin. I feel like it's like it's weird to me that like it's just it's all these rumors, but none of the rumors seem fake because the dynamic between Robin and Juan seems so fake. It seems so forced. It seems so it's for TV. Like if they had cameras in their house, you can't tell me that he come home from basketball or whatever and he give her a kiss. I think he come home, go take a shower, he goes to bed, and then that's it.
If he come home, because something make me feel like he lives somewhere else sometimes.
Because that apartment is real small. I don't think it fit in there. And it's like, what else is going? Like, what else? Like, why the kids don't be like, where daddy at? Because daddy ain't never there. They're used to this being their mama. And it's like, it's just something about them just doesn't seem authentic. And it's like they're just staying together just because that's what they think people want to see. I'm like, they should know we don't even care. We don't care. And if you gave us the realness of me and Juan are not really together, that's more story than we're getting married. It's like we don't come to that wedding, Bravo not paying for that wedding because who gonna come? Nobody. It's like it just doesn't make any. It's a waste of time.
Yes.
It's a waste of time. Not in the don't waste my time in the pandemic. I got too much shit to do to be worried about you, and that's just what I think.
I agree. Okay. So now that we talked about that, does anybody
2 points
care?
for Jay Lee. That was excellent shade. Who's
I
coming to
loved
that
it.
wedding?
I
Nobody.
loved it. Listen,
Is Jamal coming?
he don't come to shit. So we know he ain't coming. He didn't care enough to show up because, to me, if you thought Big Boy was going to do something, why bring security? Why not bring your man? That's
Right.
how you know that relationship not real. But I wanted to ask y'all, do we care about Tyrese? Do we care? Because listen,
His wife don't care.
you
Now,
know,
I will sit on Tyrese's lap for a good 2 to 3 hours. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will sit on his lap, have a good, fun weekend. But Tyrese is a weekend in Vegas. You get a suite at the Flamingo, and I'm telling you, you swing off the poles on that. I'm
straight
like,
fucking baby.
like you want, like literally, I'm gonna walk away from that weekend. My back hurts. Damn, that was a lot. I would wear it out. Tyrese is beautiful. I also the sad thing is, I think he really is talented. He can act, he can sing, and he is beautiful. But he's just gotten in his own way. And I can't believe his wife was able to put up with him for as long as she could. I want to shake her hand and give her a medal. But I'll tell you this, she stayed for 4 years, so you know that dick good. You know it's good.
Probably.
Good and hot.
We always wonder why him and Taraji never made it happen. I guess,
Now
Taraji
we
has sense.
know. Now we know.
Okay,
I'm not
so
surprised that they broke up. I feel like he comes off as Tyrese is talented, as Alex said. He can sing, he can act. I don't know if he can dance, but I think he's a threat in the point of he can make it in this business, but he has an aura of assholeness to him that we don't have time for. And I think that's his downfall. And as much as he may love his wife, I feel like he probably showed that he loved himself more. Because it's a way to where you can love someone so much that you're doing it to make yourself feel like I'm this great loving person. Look at me love her. And it's less about loving her. And I feel like the fact that they kind of out the blue, like, okay, we separate or divorcing, and he left a long, drawn out, I think, comment on the wife's post about it. Where he was like, your forever husband. I'm like, no, she wants a divorce. It's hot in the house. You bald. Like, you're not acting this much anymore. Like, she had to actually put up with your ass 24/7 in the house, and your assholeness is too much on a 24/7 basis. And I feel like if he didn't know, he need to go to he need Ayanla. He need Ayanla, Dr. Steve, Dr. Phil, Dr. whoever to get him to a place to know that it's not all about you. Go put out a song, be in Transformers or whatever movie you're going to be in, and just kind of fuck down and move on.
I agree.
I agree. Most definitely. I don't see how anybody could deal with Tyrese for a long period of time. I just can't see that. The only thing Tyrese would be good for is like some good late night dick and send him back home. Cause I can't see
Right.
He
nobody
is
marrying
Bust
him
me
for that.
down and go
Like
home.
all those good
Or a
looks
That's
little
all
and
I
yang yang
need
beauty
from
yang
you.
around the
is
house.
afraid
A
to
little
a
yang yang
T.
yang around the house. Nothing too much.
Right.
He's the thing where like
All right, you
let
guys,
him
I'm gonna
go.
catch you guys later. I'm gonna go back into the comment section, but I'll catch
Thank
you
you for
guys
coming in,
later.
All
Layla.
right. Bye, Lele.
Bye.
I agree with you, the real T. He is trade where you can let him cuddle, but like you can't let him stay for over 24 hours. You got to get him out in a smooth 12 because you know he will pull a
Right.
squat T.
Exactly.
Hey, the
Oh,
real
but
Camille.
sure.
Oh, what happened? She don't want to be on here now? What happened? Hey, the real
Don't,
Camille.
don't, don't do me like that, Bunny. Don't do that.
I know you've been waiting, so I was like, let me hurry up and get Miss Camille in. How you look? Say hey, and then tell us how you feel.
Hey everybody. I hope everybody is doing okay. I feel fine. I wanted to talk to you about this shirt. Girl, listen. I Bundy, baby, that you know what, you really didn't even have to say anything. All you had to do was just show up with that shirt on. when y'all did the panel with Scotty, that's really all you had to do was show up with the shirt on. Baby, they were so lit and upset in that comment area about that shirt.
Ooh. Child, when I
Girl,
tell you, they started a thread about me on Twitter. I didn't go and see it, but Scotty said he saw it.
about the shirt.
Yes, they were big mad about this damn shirt. And I honestly, I did it to troll, but I didn't think that they were going to like go as hard as they did about it. But it
Oh,
took
oh, they was in the paint.
The
They,
beautiful shirt, they say,
baby, girl, they was in the paint. I was like, what they do? And I had to ask one chick. I said, what? Let me, what has you so drove, sweetheart, about this shirt? What is? Oh, so the shirt off limits? I said, oh my god. So you follow Bundy,
Basically,
you followed her to Scotty's channel just to get on here and drag. You didn't come to enjoy the rest of the panelists. You just followed her over just to, I was like, people do that. People
yeah.
do
yeah,
that.
they were trying to say that she was bald, that she was bought by Monique and got a shirt, and that's why
Oh,
she taking
oh,
from Monique
oh,
over.
oh,
Like,
trust
that's
me. Before she wore the shirt, I heard all about the shirt. The shirt was talked up real nice before I ever saw her with the shirt on. Like, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that the same people are going from channel to channel, and it's the same couple of people or same few people with the same comment. This protesting for Candace. This whole Team Candace, Team Monique, and all this other stuff. Like some of these people that are on these other channels, they really aren't even discussing that issue. But some kind of way, it finds its way in the conversation. Like, you guys are talking about Portia and the Black Lives Matter, but yet and still, you guys brought Monique on here and just made her seem like a hero. Lady, what does that have to do with anything? That's not how any of this works.
But what do
I,
they think Blondie can buy with that shirt? Like, why they
I,
acting like Monique bought her with a shirt? Like, that shirt can't pay Blondie's mortgage. That shirt can't buy Lyric no drink. That shirt can't buy shit. Like, what you think she gonna buy with a shirt?
Jolie,
Like, she can't.
Jolie, I
What's going on?
absolutely agree. I just,
Let me
I
put
just
my
don't
cash app.
understand why everybody was so butthurt behind the shirt. Like, I mean, okay, she gave her a shirt. Why are y'all mad? I would love to hear someone's answer. Like, what was so upsetting about the shirt? Please explain it.
Child,
Yeah, they was
listen.
all in there.
we
Oh, it's a
all
Gordon
we
Cottrell and all kind of stuff. I said, oh my god.
Don't do it, because if it was a Gordon Cottrell, bitch, it would have been nice. Because Gordon
I said,
Cottrell
oh,
shirts was nice. That was the whole
girl.
point.
When I saw that on there, I was just like, Lord. I mean, I
Well, I
guess we
think.
just not gonna get to see or talk about anything else but this damn shirt in the
Well, no,
comment area.
I think people. I think people.
wait,
Oh,
hold on.
let
I
Atlas
want to
go.
catch this. I'm seeing in the comments some people are like, "What shirt?" Monique sent Blondie the shirt that she was wearing in the episode she met with the ladies after she, whooped Candace's ass. That beautiful. It did give a Gordon
Whoa.
Gartrell. That's the shirt that we're speaking on. And
Because
Bondi,
it was
you look
color block.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yep,
I
color block.
appreciate that. I
Yeah, I mean,
actually, it's a beautiful shirt. That was the
it
whole thing.
is. It is. It is. And I just don't. Oh, she bucking up because she got the shirt on. I said, oh my God.
I was gonna buck
Really?
anyway. I was
And
gonna
That's,
what
buck.
is, and
they
I
should be
want to
used
also,
to it by now. They should be
I
used,
want
and I want
to
to. Mhm.
about Gabrice and Gabrici's fashion. I went to BravoCon and I saw her live at BravoCon, and she looked an absolute fool. Everybody there outdressed her. I outdressed her. Chris outdressed her. And here's the thing: me and Chris, we're just regular bloggers with regular money, regular YouTube salaries every day. We don't have a budget. Bravo put them up in a hotel and gave them a stylist, and she came in looking like Sindel from like I saw her, and also I saw her in real life. She is not that pretty. Now she can take a pretty picture, but I will tell you in real life she is not that pretty. She's got this giant, big baby doll head, and it gives you head Molati tea.
Yeah.
So
Well,
she's not. So in person, she's really not that chick. To sum it all up, right?
No,
but what
but
No.
is
Kenya,
that?
I gotta say, Kenya in person, the woman was like, she literally took my breath away. Like I was like,
Oh, okay.
Let me
Oh,
answer
like
this.
I saw her, and her skin was clear. Her skin was good. Her heels were she had her heels were moisturized. She had on some cute sparkly heels, some sandal heels,
Listen, hold up.
and a
If
silver
you
sparkly sweater. Her hair was amazing. She also, I have to give her credit. I have to give her and Portia credit. There wasn't enough time to take photos with everybody, and they said, nope, we are not leaving until we get a photo with everybody who wants one with us. And so I
Mhm.
have to respect her for that.
Okay.
yes. Okay, let me just answer this. So where can you see the shirt? If you watch my live for Real Housewives of Potomac, that's where you can see the shirt. Because I wore it in the live. So that's
Mhm.
where that is.
And
The
even the comments on that review, you'll see. The shirt had them. The shirt had them going. It really did. It really
I
did.
think we I think YouTubers can tell the difference between people who watch the show and review it versus people who comment because they ain't got enough to do. Like anyone who feels as if, oh, y'all are biased, y'all were bought by so and so and
Oh.
so and
Uh
so.
huh.
But y'all
Mhm.
up here like standing for candidates. She can't afford to pay y'all dust. Like, what's the point of making it seem as if someone who can see things on both sides is biased? It's like, no, bitch. As Bonnie said, it's my opinion, bitch. That's what it's commentary. Okay. I'm a viewer with a
Absolutely.
channel. Like we nobody on YouTube that's on here right now work for Bravo or work for Monique or work for Candace. We
And I
work for
get it.
ourselves. We get
Yeah.
paid based off ads, sponsorships, and cash app and PayPal. Okay, and not
Period.
now.
I'm
And
more,
that's
which is
it.
why
more
my cash
loyal.
app is below. Thank you.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, once I listen to, if I had like a certain show, right? And if I listen to your commentary like a couple of times and I notice that, hey, this ain't tea
Thank you,
for me.
Nisi.
I don't agree. Then
Mhm.
that means that I should stop tuning in. That does not mean that I should start to tune in for every review just to drag and thumbs down. I think that is so stupid and a waste of time. I really do.
It
You
is.
can do that because the ad money plays the same.
Exactly. And that's why
And
I
you
don't
know
read a
Opinion
what?
lot
of
of the
you.
comments. I go live so that I can see it in real time. But once I said
Mhm.
what I said, it's
That's it.
over. I
That's
don't
that
read
on
those
that.
And that's
comments.
why, and that's why I can't stand behind Candace playing up the I'm being bullied over social media. Because
Okay,
it's
so
like the same thing that you're trying to say that Monique stands are doing. That's all I get under my comments. It's people dragging me front, right, and sideways simply
for your
because I'm blaming
opinion,
both of y'all for this.
for
Yeah.
your
So I mean that's why
opinion,
I can't stand behind her with that.
And
I hear you.
if you can't deal with it, then get off the show because it comes with the territory. This can't be the first time somebody has dragged you. This is just the first time you didn't got your ass whipped on national television and you're upset that people aren't just like, oh my God, you got beat up. We're so sorry. Like,
Yeah, that
no.
the word attack. That just get
Can
me every time. She was not attacked. She was not
I,
attacked. No, ma'am.
I,
No, ma'am.
I,
No, sir.
I want to ask a brief question. Why is it that we can't hold Candace accountable for provoking that?
Right.
Why is it that
Right.
that is the issue? Like, let's take it back to the Kenya fight. You're putting stuff up in people's face. You're getting this close to them. You're invading their personal space. Why aren't they holding Candace's feet to the fire? And I feel like, you get up in somebody's face, you get up in my face. Eventually, I'm going to have to get you away from me. I'm going to give you a good
Absolutely.
one. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Kenya and Portia fight and the Candace and Monique fight was basically the same fight. I said Alex. The only difference was the table in between Portia and Kenya was
Uh-huh.
Cynthia, but it was still two people away from each other, but arguing back and forth. And then
Exactly.
Portia got up and got closer and grabbed Kenya, the same way that Candace got closer and closer to Monique, so that Monique was able to yank her back. It's like Candace has to accept she could have easily not walked up to the table and fussed from over there. Like you over here, say what we gonna say. She came closer and closer and I told you, don't go pet no pit bull. They will bite you. Okay, you don't pet something that you think can bite you. Okay,
I
if
hear
you
you.
think
And
that
Listen,
everybody jumping on one side. That right there was like she didn't Robin, Giselle, Wendy by. Everybody can have several
I
because she
just want
didn't
to
do
say
anything to them. She didn't do
I could.
anything to them.
She didn't. I just want to say I also collected American Dolls, bitch. I had all of them. Okay, I just wanted to say
So
that
you and
I had
Candace got
Annie.
something in common then.
We do, and I understand her, but I also grew up in New Orleans in a middle class family
Hmm.
where you have hood cousins. You go to schools where it may be a Catholic school, it may be a private school. You may pay $6,000 a year for tuition, but there's still somebody there that might want to fight you. So, at the end of the day, I
How
still
she
have
managed to dodge it this long, I'm surprised. I mean,
I'm surprised as well because she runs her mouth up like, ooh,
I
I'm
blame her mom,
surprised.
and
yeah,
everybody know that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Dorothy's fault.
I
Well,
blame
look,
her
But I
man.
think
Camille, I'm gonna
I,
let you go ahead and say whatever else you have to say, and then I'm gonna bring somebody else in. I'm kind of keeping the panel members
Hey,
in.
I absolutely understand. So, question for everyone on the panel: what is the fallout, or I should say, maybe the penalty for turning off comments? What is, like, why is that a bad thing?
I'll go first, and then I'll let y'all go. I don't see nothing wrong with turning off comments. I just don't do it because I could just not read them.
Okay,
So I
okay,
don't, I don't. But like, say for instance, if it's like on my blog channel and it's something like with my family or something I feel a little bit more protective of, then I
mm-hmm.
would definitely turn off comments just to protect my family from any foolishness. And I don't want to see anything because I don't want to get upset because I'll curse you out. But that's just me. Go ahead,
Understood.
y'all.
I let my comments be. Like, if you want to come for me, try it. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit. I'm hood and I'm bougie both at the same time. So I'm like, if you want it, you want it. But I feel like people who comment negativity or their opinions, it's like
Mhm.
my video was my comment. Like I said what I said. Like you saw what I said. Like you coming on my comment section, giving your piece. Cool. I'm not gonna respond back. I rarely respond back in the comment section because I
Hmm.
don't want to sit up there and have to fuck with somebody and call them a bald head bitch. I don't want to do that. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to keep myself calm because in the beginning, like when I first started, I would go, I would fuss. Like, bitch, what you mean?
Hmm.
I've learned that as a like when you're a YouTuber, you cannot give them power to make you comment. So say what you say, comment, because each time you comment, you got to come back to my video to respond. So go
Hmm.
so do that. So I leave my
Okay,
comments on. I feel like some
okay,
other channels will take comments off because they just don't want to even have it there. And that's their
okay.
choice. I agree with Bondi where if it's like a family video, that's different. Because if you say something about my family, bitch, like it's
You're gonna
I'm
have
going
to see
I'm
me.
fine
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's just that's the
listen,
difference of it all for me.
Okay,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I
I
am.
agree. I agree.
okay.
I give you a Chris Samuels tea when it comes to my family. Like that's why
Hmm.
you don't see them. I like been in relationships for 8 or 9 months. You don't see the guys that I date. Like I just don't put it out there because it's not for you to comment on. And if you comment on it and I don't like what you say, I'ma see you for it. And like Mondi, it's like rather than get to that point where it's like, okay, now I gotta find this bitch because you opened your fucking mouth a little too much. I'm not even gonna put it out there. Like
I hear
here's the
you.
thing. Like here's how I feel in the comments. Whatever you type, if you really ask me for nigga and nigga pops up, don't be surprised if I'm at your door.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
surprised if you want to hear who is. And that's what happened with Monique. I mean, not with Monique and Chris Samuels and Robin and Gabrissi. He checked them and he was like, okay, you want to speak on my child? You want to open your mouth about my child? My child? No.
Oh, hold up.
Off limits.
What's this comment? Hold up, y'all. What's
Yeah,
this comment?
What?
I
I
don't
come
know.
in here.
And
Well,
it's
see, it's
and the
what she
spell check was
said.
broken. I come in here. I want. Who are you? Monique and her. I think they meant Monique and her trainer is gone.
Oh wow. I
That's
don't know.
Girl,
people don't.
what is you
Is this
speaking?
a?
Anyway,
Is this a?
They
T9?
broke.
Like, girl,
Okay,
They've
so
been
please
is this
keep
a
that
drinking.
troll?
promote.
Is that a troll?
that must be a troll, but I also wanted to
There
say
gotta
shout
be a
out to
troll
Gigs.
child.
Hey
Oh,
Gigs, you
okay.
know I love you, girl. So I wanted to highlight your comment because I love
Hey,
Gigs. So y'all
um,
say hey to Gigs. Okay.
Hey,
and
Kiki.
to answer Camille's question though, on my end, I have gone back and forth with the whole what is it? Closing down the comment section because sometimes it can be too much. Sometimes people can say too fucking much that they would not say
Ooh,
to your face,
Scotty, I've
and a
been
lot of reasons
following
I
you,
don't like to
babe.
speak
Yeah,
about
I've
comments
been following
because
you in that comment area. I think like for you, no, because that comment area, people really get you in that comment area. It's like, and because that's why I was asking the question, like what is the penalty for cutting off comments? Is it less money? What is it? Because the comment area, the comment for Scotty, the he's a what is it? The last thing colorist and all of this different stuff. Is like, can you just
Baby, listen,
bypass it? Can you just bypass it?
listen, listen.
right.
I'm listening.
Forget them tired assholes, okay? If you want your comments to stay on, let your comments stay on. If you don't want them to be on, you don't have to have them be on, baby. It don't hurt you no way. See, because that's
Okay,
how I carry my channel. I don't worry about none of them dusty bras. Whatever, they've been reading me down all
I'm
the way
sure.
down. I've been a
I'm sure.
colorist, a
Oh, wait,
toxic gay
hold on.
male. I
We
hate
have
with
a
my
code.
mama. I hate black women. I done heard it all.
That's a bit much, but okay.
We have told on 702 Shay said, I saw Alex in person and he didn't have any smoke. I have never met anyone who had smoke with me. Nobody has ever stepped to me and approached me and said, I'm upset about anything that I said. So if you didn't,
I'ma just
you didn't have any
ho-
smoke with me.
hold up, Alex. I'ma just say this. Don't come in here on no shit like that. I don't know where my moderators at, Miss Monet, where you at. Block whoever the fuck that is. Don't play with my friend like that. I don't give a fuck how you feel about what he say on his channel. You ain't gonna roll up on him in real life, and you ain't gonna roll up on him on this channel. So come correct. Cause I curse all y'all the fuck out. Y'all know I don't have a problem with it. Don't come for my friend like that. Don't disrespect
Oh,
my
Wait, what
Bundy,
family.
happened?
And
you
who
been
got
like
smoke
that?
for? But who, like, why? Who want to fight over show we don't own? Like, how you want to fight me
Right.
with my opinion, bitch? Like, what smoke
Why?
should I have for a stranger? Like, what you want me to do? Now, if I beat your ass, is that do you want that smoke? At that point, it's oh my god, Alex beat my ass. What bitch you wanted to smoke? Like, what you want
Right.
me to do?
That's all
Like, how
I'm
you
Exactly.
want it to
saying.
go?
Like,
Like, where we supposed to be
Yeah,
at?
if you need a
But
yeah,
moderator,
I
you
swear,
had me beat.
and I was just gonna say,
Listen,
like, but
Darrell,
I
can
was
you?
just gonna say that it's a lie. Like, the only people I have met have been really nice. They're like, oh my god, I love your show. Thank you so much for what you do. I've never had a negative experience.
I
Me
haven't
neither.
in
yeah.
person.
It's like for me, like some comments, some of the comments that I get, it's like I swear to God, if y'all said that to my face, you'll get fucked up. Like for real. Like that's
They're
why I be
not. They're
getting
not.
so mad
They're not going.
sometimes.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
See,
It's not going to happen.
a lot of the alert of talking shit to people online is that you don't have to actually have consequences. That's why people love it so much because they can just run their mouth without any real consequences. But at
Hmm.
the end of the thank you for the super chat. At the end of the day, if Juan Dixon was here, okay, I
What
love
was he
you.
going to do? What was going to happen?
See,
I'll take it
look
back to
cute.
an old YouTube read. Run them hands if you feel hit, bitch.
Okay. Run me my money, run me my fade. Okay, shout out to Apple Watch out this bitch. Thank you so much, the real Camille, for coming in. But I'm gonna let you go so we can bring somebody else in.
Thank y'all for
Maya,
y'all time. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing
okay.
what you're doing. I support each one of you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
All
much.
you.
right.
Y'all make sure to like the video. It's like 1,000+ people in here. Y'all like the video. And please do me a favor and go and follow the people who have been a part of the panel. If as far as the YouTubers. Because I don't know if Miss Camille got her channel or not. But y'all follow Scotty, y'all follow Alex, y'all follow Terrence, J Lee's Corner, Yocrates. Y'all follow my people. That's why I want to have y'all over here because I was like, well, since Scotty got me over on his channel, I might as well bring y'all over to mine and send some people y'all way. And plus, this the last video of the year for me. And Nisi need to bring her ass in here. I'ma just go ahead and say that.
Right.
So Miss, okay, I see Casey, I see Raphael, I see Maya. Do y'all want to come in? I need to see faces. I'm telling y'all right now.
Can I say something, Bundy?
Go ahead, baby.
Um, I see people in your chat complaining about my signal. The signal has nothing to do with me, so you're just gonna have to bear with me on this signal shit, because it ain't shit I can do about it, child. Like, come on now.
I'm gonna
Hey, you
need for
said ain't
y'all to
shit I
It
can do
ain't
stop.
that
about
I
my
do.
audio.
First of all,
We can hear
if
you.
I listen, if we try to put
Oh,
if whoever made that comment, bring your ass in here so we can see what your internet look like. Okay, because y'all be trying to play with
Child.
people like they can control the fucking waves and it is all based off of phone
okay.
towers. So if way too many people in Scotty's area are on the phone, his internet connection isn't going to be as strong. It's just what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my boo Raphael. Let me see what you gotta say, boo. Now don't come in here long winded. I love you though. What you got?
Hello, hello, good people. I'm just gonna be real quick. I'm not gonna come in here long with it. But I support everybody that's on this panel,
Thank you.
including Jay Lee's corner. I support everybody that's on this panel. But them comments, they could be something serious. They could be something serious,
Oh,
and
boo.
that's they could be a lot. And I'm a YouTuber myself. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I am. But that could be a lot, but you just gotta ignore that and throw it to the wayside. But I want to say I love everybody that's on this channel. Oh yeah, and shout out to Scotty because I watch your panel like every Wednesday. So yeah, I'm always watching, and I just want to say I love y'all. All right.
Thank you.
Love you so,
Thank you,
Raphael.
Raphael.
Look, he
He
You
been
always
subscribed to
welcome,
me for a
yeah.
minute. I know my people. Shout out.
listen. Me too. Raphael being all my lives on Instagram
Right,
and on YouTube. I love you, boo.
right.
Okay, thank you
I
for
love
calling
you too.
in.
You welcome.
All
Bye.
right, bye, Miss Avery. You gonna talk, boo? What's up, Terrence? Oh, you was just waving by. Okay, I want to make sure
Yeah, I was
that
looking back.
if Terrence had something to say, because Okay, I see Avery and ranting with. I can't see the rest of y'all name. Which one of y'all ready first? Raise a hand. All right, Avery, you was here first. I'm gonna bring you in, boo. All right, go ahead. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey.
Come to the room.
Can you hear us, boo? What you got to say?
Now, um, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah,
Why you wanna know?
I'm just curious.
I'm 32.
Oh, I'm
That's it.
14.
Oh, you a kid? How you doing, baby?
Good.
You like the shows?
Yes.
You enjoying the panel?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Robin?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta go.
No.
I'm just playing.
Okay, hold on. I have a weird question. Is it me, or like now that I have facial hair, do I now look like V from Vendetta? And this is V from Vendetta. Like this is the like I'm not trying to like, wait, hold on, maybe your copyright don't happen.
I'm
But
so
like
weak.
that V for Vendetta mask, I feel like I'm giving that now.
You're
I'm
not.
so weak.
I like the facial hair, even though I know it's not your thing. I feel like it adds like, later seasons, more money type of vibe.
Yeah, I like the
I'm
moustache.
not mad at giving a little I'm a little seasoned. I don't mind giving a little seasoned. I guess I may not have children, but I'm still a daddy.
I like the moustache.
Avery, is there
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
else,
the
love?
facial hair does look good on you though.
Is there anything else, love?
Nothing.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in and keep watching. All right. Come on, Ranson. What's up, boo?
Hey, hey.
Hey.
I love all of y'all. I just want to say that when quarantine first kicked off, I was in my apartment on campus alone. So, by myself. And I was just watching all y'all. And just like y'all's just so funny to me because just like the comments y'all make in your reviews, I be like, I can really understand what's going on, so it helped me through that tough time.
Oh,
Now,
I'm glad.
Robin. Now, Robin.
Oh.
No. I call her the broke one. She
What?
knew the IRS
Wait,
was
say
coming.
that again. Please say that again.
She's the broke one. She knew the IRS was coming after her. I don't play with the I, the R, or the S. And she knew they was coming for that money. Now, her and the tacky one, they besties for resties, okay? Her and the tacky one, if they fired Robin, they setting up to get the tacky one out. And that's what I'm looking at. Because production was not playing when they showed her clips when she was talking about Monique, Chris, and the baby.
Also, your bonnet is lovely.
Oh, thank
it is
you.
really it's filming beautifully. I love it.
Thank you. Okay, this up under here it's wash day tomorrow, but my auntie's birthday was today, so I was like, I can't do that.
But I feel you, girl. You came up here.
That's an outfit
You
bonnet.
came up here roasting Robin, and I won't mad at it. But let me ask you this: since you up here, let me
I'm
ask
here
you this:
for
since you brought up the IRS, do you believe that it is paid up? Because if it's not paid up, her and them kids are gonna be sleeping in futons and tinted sleeping bags behind whatchamacallit's bond. So do you believe that she really paid that off, or do you believe that she was just saying that to keep the heat off of her?
Let me tell you something, because I stay in y'all comments and I love Jaylee. I was in her live before this. She ain't paid the IRS, and ain't nobody buying them hats. I see them hats at the swap meet. Okay.
She got a payment plan like everybody else that owe the IRS money.
She-
Okay, somebody handle. Bitch, you paying $150 a month to the IRS. Cut it out.
She got a payment plan. Like I got a payment plan paying my tuition for grad school right now. That's what I'm on. I'm on the payment plan for that. And then Juan and Michael, they was on a vacation. I don't know if y'all see my comments when y'all be in the lives. They was on vacation in South Carolina. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
And you know what? I think it came from you, because I said that in my live. I said to let the streets tell it. Had the both of them somewhere in South Carolina bumping buses. I said that. So it probably did come from you, because I heard it from there.
They was on vacation in South Carolina. Ashley got her 2 meal tickets. Okay. She's not living in a tent, and I'm not mad at her. She got her meal tickets. She said she's not living in that tent, and I'm not mad at it. I mean,
I ain't mad at it.
There's no way to buy me, okay? I can't be bought at all, but you do what you gotta do.
I can't look. It's a number on me now.
Number. Okay, I gotta take it back.
You know, if it's like six figures, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because a dick is a dick. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's a condom dick, I'm cool with that. Right. So I feel like Ashley went ahead and got her a good old rich dick, and Robin upset because her dick was poor. And so that's why she now has to be up here on payment plans and little ass condos. Her kids is her workers. Like Robin on some bullshit. Ashley was smart. Okay, Candace also married her poor white man. If you gonna pick a white man as a black woman, I'm gonna get me a filthy, rich ass white man to where I don't have to be in my mama's house. You moved a broke ass baby
at least
into your mama's house.
Ooh, he broke.
At least a honky with the IRA. He ain't even got an IRA deep in child support debt. That's the white dick you're going to attach yourself to. You're absolutely right. And I'll tell you this also. I've been meaning to say this out loud. Now, Candace want to tweet Ashley talk about her overseer child. You fucking a field hand. At least Ashley is with the owner of the plantation. What are you doing?
Period.
Ooh, speaking of Candace, can somebody get her a Kleenex brand deal? Okay?
I am dying.
Get her a Kleenex brand deal, because I said this on my Twitter. I said if Candace could continue to snatch that ratty, snotty tissue out of her non-existent bosom every time somebody mentioned Monique, that fight or that song.
Girl, listen, let me tell you something. Them 3M sticky notes and handkerchief had more camera time than Candace did, and them damn tears. She was pissing me off.
Me too. They talk about, oh, this fight was so traumatizing. Oh, I saw on Twitter when I was looking at the hashtag, this fight's so traumatizing. Oh, it's so hurtful. She must be so embarrassed. I said, I've seen more traumatizing fights than this. Like when I was in the 7th grade, I used to be able to run the halls at the end of the year because the people trusted me enough to go do what I wanted to do. Now the girls decided they was gonna get into a fight, and they used everything in that hallway to fight. The girl took one girl's head, smashed it into the water fountain, smashed it into the floor, smashed it into the lockers. That's more traumatizing than this fight. I was raised, you talk shit, you get hit. And you can't be in people's faces waving forks, waving knives, doing what you want to do. Biggie Bag had to snatch the knife away from you because you was waving it. You're not going to keep telling me that you didn't play a part in this fight. Nobody's team Monique, nobody's team Candace.
And then she admitted it at the reunion, and everybody proceeded to act as if it didn't happen.
So all y'all got amnesia. So none of y'all saw the season. I cannot stress enough, this fight happened over a year ago. Y'all wanted Monique to get on her hands and knees and beg y'all for forgiveness, which too much class.
For what? Who were you bitches?
Right. Like,
you bitches ain't nothing to be revealed or marveled or nothing. Like, who are, no. Nope.
Monique, I wish.
Hold on.
Hell, if we're paid by Monique, I'm waiting for my check.
Go suck a dick some damn where. Oh, asshole ass bitch.
I ain't gotten shit from her. I ain't gotten shit from Chris Samuels. If we're paid by Monique, I want my check.
Paid by Monique, Chris.
If I pay by Monique, she owe me my check.
Run me my money.
By Monique,
run me my motherfucking money. Because my ads are not cheap. So if I was on here for all the time caping for Monique, trust and believe. Like, here's the thing. I would be looking at more expensive houses in Las Vegas.
Boom.
I wouldn't have my school on my ass for their money right now if I was paid by Monique. I want to check.
And let me just say that today my air condition broke, and now I gotta put myself in $8,000 of debt in order to make sure that it's not hot as monkey pussy in this house. So at the end of the day, bitch, if Chris Samuels and Monique Samuels was sending me a check, I'd be much happier today. Okay,
I'd be much happier too. Going into the new year.
In other words,
oh hallelujah,
bitch, I'm looking for my stimulus check. Like, give me something.
Yeah, no, can I get my dollars?
In other words,
my bank account, like, where my $600 go get?
In other words, all our Gucci remains in the Gucci name. Okay? Ain't nobody up here getting paid. Period.
Okay.
Listen.
We said what we said.
When I saw that coming, I
tell you this. If you wanted to pay,
that's what we here for. Come on,
bitch. You got me. Warby Parker, I'll fess up. I have a whole bunch of sponsors that I could admit that I'm I represent and work with. I have a whole bunch of sponsors. But Monique Samuels isn't one of them, dear. And if she was, I would be honest with you about it. And I will definitely do her podcast, not for lazy moms.
She said that little bitty Bravo check wasn't doing nothing, bro. If you don't send me that check right now, okay?
I am not selling my shirt. It is lovely. It fits fantastic.
That shirt is cute.
It's so cute. Why would I'm looking for the
next time I'm gonna wear it? I like free stuff. Okay,
don't sell that shirt.
And besides, like, what I'm gonna get for a shirt? Like, stop. But I understand. Either way, wait, ranting
all
with
I gotta
Ricardo.
say is, if you don't fuck with a person, why you in they shit? Why you in they chat if you don't fuck with them?
Because they love to hate us, and I love.
You just come over here to hate.
Thank you. I love the views. You could come in and hate. Okay, watch how wonderful we all look. How great we're all doing at the end of one of the most terrible years we've ever seen. Thank you.
Because this year was trash.
Come and witness it. Okay. Ranting with Ricardo, do you have a YouTube page, love?
I do. It's the same name this I got up on the screen. I stopped doing reviews because I found myself when I was watching not Loving Hip Hop. It was Growing Up Hip Hop after they backed Rihanna into that corner at the engagement party and all of Sam's foolishness. I said, you know what? The Lord ain't worked that much on me yet, so I can't do it because somebody gonna get cussed out. And if I see y'all people in the streets,
right,
we gonna fight.
Instagram. Is it Ranting with Ricardo on Instagram?
No, my Instagram is Nikayla_Alexis. I also have a photography page because I am a photographer. And recently I started a lip gloss business. So
I like all of that.
Okay.
comment on because I'm not gonna be able to spell it right. So go ahead and comment that in the
Yeah.
chat, or add me on Instagram or something like that, and I'll follow you back. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated you and your energy and your great skin. And Alex enjoyed your bonnet.
Thank you, thank you. I just love all of y'all. It's like I love coming on here and seeing people who look like me being able to express their opinions because I did go to school for like broadcasting, like television and movies and stuff like that. And then I was like, I'm gonna go back to grad school because you heifers don't have to pay me what I'm worth. And right now, grad school looking like it's kicking my ass right about now. But being able to see everybody who look like me doing what they want to do and just giving their opinions is like when you come on here, nobody's team anybody. Everybody's giving their opinions, and if you don't like it, you can log off. It's that simple.
It's literally hitting the X.
It really. This is Beyonce and Mariah Carey's internet. You can get off the internet if you want to.
Okay, not Mariah Carey.
This is a privilege, okay? I am privileged enough that the only bill I really have to worry about is tuition. But I have the stuff that I need to get my business done. So if you want to get in these comments getting upset about somebody's opinion, or you want to get in these comments talking about people, that's just like you need to take a hard look at yourself, because at the end of the day, you must be one miserable ass bitch. Just miserable.
Okay, 2 snaps.
Let them know.
And 1 around the world.
I have
okay?
never met somebody that miserable in my life that you got to get up on it. Beyonce's internet and getting people's comments, calling them out their names, calling them colors, telling them they hate women, telling them they look fat. I think I went at one lady for Jay Lee on Instagram. It was Coupon Lady. I was like, Miss Coupon Lady, what we not finna do?
They tried with me, but they failed every time. Because I'm so nice. I don't think people realize I'm a beast at the same time, and I'm a shady beast, and I'm a petty bitch, and I say fuck your kids. So sometimes I have to just reach into that Detroit girl back and let them know, like, go ahead on somewhere, like, go ahead on sit down. Because if I catch you, I'm gonna catch you, and then I'm gonna be
wrong. I gotta say, Jay Lee is a girl who I want to have my back in a bar fight, along with Bondi. I would want both of you to have my back in a bar fight.
Exactly.
I was at a bar with friends, and some girl was like to my friend, I'm like, bitch, don't be and my friend, like, that's me. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with my people. And I'm like, people are like, we don't fuck with nobody. Like, we do not go to other people's pages and comment negativity. If I watch Bondi review and she says something that I don't agree with, why would I ever get in her comment section and say that's her opinion? So it's weird. It's like people feel as if they can come to our pages and say shit.
People can disagree with you respectfully. I've had a lot, like, I would say, because I'm me, people already know, I'm not the 1, I'm not the 2, and I ain't the MF and 3. So they already know to come correct in my comment section. I don't even have that kind of foolishness, but, I've been known for being lethal for a few years now with this mouth. Now, I'm lethal with my mouth. Candace, shut up. When you could perform at Caroline's and then literally be asked to do a set at MagCon, literally off rip, and you can get up and rock the mic for 10 minutes and make the people laugh. 300 people live live. When you can do that, then you can come talk to me about what you can do with your mouth. You're not a wordsmith, not anything.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I just want to say with Monique, because I'm strategic with my mouth and the things that I say, because I learned a long time ago I got to stop putting my hands on people, because the physical scars don't last long. But what I am going to do, I am going to hurt your feelings to the point this going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So what I want Miss Monique to do with her, essential oils, because I'm going to try that, okay? I need all the good healing in my life. I need her to get better with her words. And Candace, please get yourself a brand deal and a new wig. Ooh, and I saw her without makeup, and I don't know which one of y'all called her a hamster face, but I was like, ooh, she do look like a hamster.
Definitely see that. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you, but we got, because I got to get more people in before it's time for me to get off here.
I'm going to just keep watching the live. I'm going to just keep watching it.
Appreciate you, love.
Oh,
see y'all.
let me go on and give the raw Nixon and the femininity.
They not getting married. I
All right,
just
wait,
want y'all
and
to know that
it
they is
all
never
came
getting
from when
married.
I saw her in this like cast photo. It was like she said, I looked at her and she was just like I'm a little petite, thought short and stout, and I was just like, oh, she thought I'm giving you femininity. That's where it came from, just so that everybody knows.
They is not getting married. They two grown people could have went to the courthouse by now. I wish I would wait 6 years for a ring. And I don't even want to get married, but it wouldn't be me.
Oh God, not a diamond neat ring.
That's cubic zirconium. I know cubic zirconium when I see it. I could clock a cubic from a mile away.
Point. Like Jesus Christ, like we don't have to do that. Like we could talk about a sapphire, an emerald. Like if we broke, maybe an amethyst. Like I don't need a diamond. And with all like the bad history of diamonds and what it's done to black people, I'm like, I'll just like, is there like an American emerald or something I can get? Like I'll take white people suffering. That's fine. I'll wear that. But like I just child. But she really thought she was giving you femininity.
She wasn't though. Okay. Hey Asia, I feel like am I saying that right, Asia?
Yes. Hey Alex, we have chat
Asia,
all the time.
I know you, Asia. Asia's familiar in my chat, girl. Ooh,
Yes.
Hey girl. Oh,
She stay in mine. So let me read this comment and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you gotta say. Without Robin, Candace and Giselle will link up, but Candace will mess up Giselle because she can't hold her composure. Then Candace and Giselle will beef. I definitely think Candace and Giselle will end up beefing because if everybody wants to say that Monique went after Candace because she was low hanging fruit, then just admit to yourself that your friend Giselle gonna do the same thing. Go ahead, Asia girl. Let us know how you feel.
So first, I just want to say, just like before, I've been watching y'all. Well, I'm not gonna lie, giving you the real tea. I was introduced to you by Scotty and Jay Lee's Corner. I just found out about you from watching the live that you and Bonnie did together. But the top three, I've been watching y'all for years. Scotty, I've been watching you for years. Like I'm an OG. I'm not a very I've been getting in the chats and stuff, but I'm not a commenter. I don't be down in the comments and stuff like that. But every now and then I'll see something. I don't like when they mess with Scotty because Scotty don't bother nobody. Okay.
Asia, girl, it's time for you to start your own channel. I'm gonna go on and tell you for real. I'm gonna say it to your face. I'm glad we saying this face to face. No, I love you, and you have been a wonderful member. She's always on my Instagram. And girl, you have a voice, you have an opinion. It's time for you to start your channel. You're here, you're on camera, you look beautiful, baby. It's time.
Okay, so wait, Fire. Let's go at you right quick, Asia. You ready for your own channel? I need to know how you feel about certain things. What do you feel about the Candace and Monique fight? Go.
Okay. So a lot of people aren't gonna like my opinion, but this is my opinion. To be honest with you, one, I don't feel bad for either one of them. I don't feel bad for Monique, and I don't feel bad for Candace. Candace, when you do all of this, because at first, I'm gonna keep it real. At first, I was leaning more towards Candace's side, but because I'm not an asshole and I appreciate other people's opinions, the last review for part 3, when Bonnie really broke things down, I was just like, you know what? I didn't look at things a certain way. When you break it down that way, I understand. But when they showed that whole twirling thing underneath the chin, like she would have got punched in the face a lot sooner than what she did. I'll say that.
Period.
But at the same time, I still do believe that, and like we've all said, nobody is more guilty than the other. Because Monique, I mean, you've been fucking trying it. Because if we're gonna talk about real world, then let's talk about real world, bitch. If you keep coming for me, and every time I see you, you trying to argue with me. You don't want to tell me what the beef is. I have to keep walking away from you. You making shit this. Then it's like she said, okay, you want to fucking argue, so now I'm gonna give you a fucking argument. So it is what it is. Like the way the shit panned out is the way the shit panned out. I'm very happy that Giselle's ass got red for filth. I don't like her. I think she's very mean. I think she's very nasty. She gets it from her daddy, because even though her daddy was, everyone thought it was funny when the dad was reading her about not liking Jamal when he thought the mic was off. I remember when they introduced her daddy, when they went down there and he came at Karen off rip like, nigga, who the fuck are you talking to that lady like that?
A mean ass old nigga from New Orleans.
Mean.
Okay.
Thinking that it's cute and thinking that it's funny. And now you got your daughter on here thinking that the same thing is cute and thinking the same thing is funny. And it's not. Because she's really out here looking like a fool.
Okay, so
So
let me
that's
ask
how
you,
I feel about that.
what do you think
Also,
about what do you think about Karen and Candace? Because y'all know they said Karen called the higher ups on Candace. What do you feel about that?
well, honestly, I feel like Karen is taking more of Monique's side, but I think it's because Karen is just over Candace's shit. And but Candace, you brought it upon yourself. Like, I can only imagine the shit, and I have a feeling that that's probably not the first nasty text message that she got from Candace, but that probably was the one where she was like, "Oh no, this, you know what, bitch, I got something for you. You get this bitch help." Now, I do think Karen was forcing it, in my opinion, when she's like, "Oh, you threatened me." Telling somebody to go to hell is not a fucking threat. Burning everlasting hell, whatever the fuck she said. I don't think that's a threat. I just think that she was just being nasty and mean and petty and immature. But now, if she said, "I'm gonna send your ass to burn in hell," I can understand that. But you telling somebody to go to hell, that's not a threat. But I am glad that Karen said, "Yeah, I did it, and I don't feel bad for it." Like, Candace, you're doing too much. You need to continue to go to therapy, because a lot of that residual anger that you get from your mom, like you said before, you're expressing it towards everybody. Everyone isn't going to be on your side, and everybody isn't going to do and walk and talk the way you want them to feed whatever narrative it is that you're trying to portray. But I also think that all of them was full of shit. Like, when Monique was trying to act like she didn't understand why Candace would interpret the song the way she did. I don't give a fuck. You talking about an artist. Da, da, da. That's like Nas saying that he don't think Jay-Z should have got mad when he wrote Ether. Or Remy saying she don't think Nicki should have got mad when she wrote whatever the name of the song is that she wrote. Like, yeah, you putting that on the table, but we all know that it's a diss. We all know that it's a dig, and people are gonna feel the way they're gonna feel about it. So, like, my whole thing is, I just don't like when people are bullshitting. Like, don't bullshit some part of the way. It's like, stand in your truth 100%. Like, be 100 with it.
I
That's my
agree.
opinion on that. Oh, and one more thing with Monique.
Mhm.
Now, this is what I will also say. I do think that what happened to her was an unfortunate situation, but I'm also gonna say this, and I said this to Alex, and I know a lot of people are gonna get mad, but I still don't feel bad for her. And the reason why I don't feel bad for her is because, regardless, and this is just me and how I feel, I believe in karma. There's a lot of facetious things that I want to do. People have wronged me. People have taken advantage of my niceness. I understand the feeling of wanting to feel accepted, because a lot of what Monique's story, background story, rang true to me. I grew up in Boston. I may not necessarily be like the hoodest or whatever, but I grew up in Boston. I'm black, but I went to school with white people. When I went to school with white people, I was too black for them, even though they didn't know what hood really was. And then when I came home and I was around family or other black people, I was a white girl. I was uppity. I thought I was better. So I understand that, being in that gray area and just wanting to be accepted for
Oh,
who you
not
are.
up,
But
not uppity. Ooh,
she is, but
ooh, I got
like,
that word.
girl,
People say I'm uppity. And it's like, I'm up, I'm upping my income, I'm upping my subscribers, I'm upping my life. So you know what? I'll be uppity. Keep it up, because I'm trying to keep
okay.
shit up.
But at the same time, Monique, I still think what Monique did with Sherman was fucked up. Like, yes, Giselle was petty and she would throw digs and stuff like that. Now, like I said before, if she did something to constitute Charisse, because Charisse played a part, but Monique, you played a part too. Just like you were mad at Candace for having the conversation and not giving the heads up, you feel like she was just as guilty or privy to the crime, so are you. Because you talk about my kids, and you don't think Sherman's kids were fucking embarrassed when on national television, the Housewives show, it may not be as big as Atlanta, but still, millions of people watch that show. You don't think that his kids, his family, his friends, and all his other associates felt a certain, and he wasn't embarrassed when you put it out there that he was getting his dick sucked in the park by some prostitute or some shit like that. Like, come on now. I didn't know that shit, and
But
I'm
you,
sure a lot of people probably
but you know
didn't.
what I think? I think the difference is with Candace and Monique, they were friends. They had a friendship in some sort. With Monique and Giselle, they were never friends. And if you are going to come on a reality show, you cannot come on a reality show with a past that is either public knowledge because you was arrested for something, because they will use that against you. I don't feel bad when anyone comes on a show and they are dating a person who is a known messy, petty ass bitch. Coming on and dating Giselle, you should have known whatever skeleton was in your closet would come out, because that's just what they do. I don't feel Giselle I don't feel Monique was wrong for what she did to Giselle, and the same
Right,
thing of
me
what
neither.
Candace did to Monique, because they weren't friends. If you don't
Right.
Monique, Candace has never not I'm sorry, Giselle has never liked Monique ever. Like from day one, from I Have Four Homes, she did not see it for Monique. So I feel like Monique gave Giselle the same energy that Giselle tried to give Monique, but Monique don't have no skeletons with me. So the minute she found out it's this rumor about a trainer, I can finally have something on her that I've never been able to do for the past 4 seasons. That was the difference. Giselle and Monique don't owe each other any loyalty. However, Candace owed Monique at least a slither of loyalty. Even if you're like, I have friends who I'm no longer friends with from years ago, I would never go after them when we're not friends, because it is what it is. I'm done, but I'm not going to try to sneakily be friends with somebody who you beefing with. Candace can't say she did not know that Monique had issue with Charisse. She can't say that. Even if she felt as if I've seen them together, at the no, I've seen them at the same event. You still know for a fact my friend Monique has issue with my friend Charisse. So why should I even try to placate to? I had no idea. You didn't tell me, bitch. You lying, because right now we not vibing. But for Giselle, who gives any fucks about what Giselle could be embarrassed about? Sherman was a fool to be on there with her. Sherman was a fool. Jamal and Sherman both got played based on being connected to Giselle. Period. He would have not been called out by Monique had he not dated Giselle Sherman, and Jamal had he not came on the show to avoid child support and helping Giselle for a storyline. Nobody would have came at him. He would not have been past the holy whore. Giselle is the devil. Giselle is a person, she spreads negativity, pettiness, and just jealousy all about the land. She is in the land. She lives in Neverland because she's never happy, because she can continue to try to point at everybody else's flaws to avoid the bullshit in her life. She is an older woman with no man. Her kids don't like her. Her house not finished. She has this, but it's because she
Nine
don't
hundred
put out
dollars set
any.
out.
Yeah, she don't put out any good vibes. She creates her own destiny of bullshit because she don't ever try to do right. If you ask her what's 2 plus 2, she gonna say 5, because she just has to
Yep.
have some kind of discourse. And that's her life. Her life will forever be messy and petty and bitter
And
because of her.
let's not forget, she was sitting there kikiing with Sharice, and Sharice was the main one who was trying to bring that girl on the show. So I just
Yeah.
kind of feel like if you could forgive
The
Sharice's
ex-wife.
ass, yeah, if you could forgive Sharice's ass, then that does not need to be a viable reason for why you would go at Monique so hard. Like for me, it's really
Right.
because
Oh, I mean,
she feel. Go ahead.
oh no, I totally agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't. I just feel like what did they say? There's no rules in war. Like both of them was wrong. Like both of them were doing messy stuff. I mean, because even Monique later apologized. Now, yes, Sherman was a casualty of war, but I would, to be honest with you, I would expected somebody like Candace to do some shit like that. I was pleasantly surprised when Monique did that, but I also would have thought, like, I would have thought that Monique would have known that, even though that Giselle would have tried to look for anything. I just didn't think that. I just thought she would have held herself to a higher standard. Like if she went to attack Giselle, I would have thought she would have directly attacked Giselle. Like I can understand even bringing the ex-wife, but I just thought it just went a little bit too far with that whole little park situation because now karma has come around, and even though Giselle was still messed up for what she did and doing the whole kid situation and the train and all that type of stuff, like that door was open when you did that. I feel like if she just would have attacked her hair, her business, like all the, because I mean, like if she would have just, just talked the same cash money she had, the same, like that was taken up to a whole nother level. And I feel like it came and bit her in the ass. Like she opened up that door. So, like, just like how you say, you can't tell somebody how mad to get when you offend them. You can't say what I can and can't say where to get in an argument. And like you said, you be a fool. Like Jay Lee said, if you're a fool to get on there with Giselle, you're a fool to go there. Like I honestly think Monique should have never went there.
Scotty, what you got to say,
I
baby?
think it was just too far.
To piggyback off of what Jay Lee said, because I did see someone in the comments, so it's basically piggybacking off what Jay Lee said. And I'm gonna ask y'all this question. It's based off the comment that I've seen in the comment section. Now, Jay Lee said that Candace owed Monique some kind of loyalty with the whole Sharice thing because they were friends. In the comment section, someone said that why should Candace owe Monique anything when Monique sold her out with the text message thing? Now this is the show text messages of them talking about Ashley or something like that. That's what someone mentioned in the comment section. They said, have we forgotten the fact that Monique betrayed Candace by doing that? But did that text message thing happen before or after Candace told Giselle that Monique said that Katie looked like Amistad? Did it happen before
It was
or after
after.
the missing?
That was after.
Because
that was
that
what
part I don't
made them
remember.
fall out. And it wasn't even just that. I felt like Candace was doing a whole bunch of little shit that season that kind of tried to, align her with Giselle and Robin and kind of turn everybody against Monique.
She
That
was
was
mad that
happening.
Monique was friends with Ashley. That's why she was doing that. Candace
And the
showed her
difference
tail
in
because Candace showed her
okay.
tail because she was mad that Monique was being friends with Ashley. That's what really grind her gears. That's why she was going back and doing all that stuff. That's why they had that whole falling out. That when she was pregnant, arguing. Now I do think Candace was wrong. You doing too much. This girl is pregnant, like real pregnant, stressing her out. But that's the whole reason why she was mad, because once again, like the same thing with Karen. If you don't go along with me, my enemy is your enemy. Why are you entertaining this girl? She just last season she tried to make it seem like you are an unfit alcoholic mother. Now you kikiing with this bitch and all this other type of stuff. Like
She
who is your
definitely let that she
that's why,
definitely let that make her too mad to me.
and she
Like
got very
she
in
was
her feelings.
beyond. She was
I
beyond
think
She
pissed
wouldn't
off.
let it go.
No,
A
She
she
lot
wouldn't
of
let
wasn't.
it
people feel like that's why Candace started being friends with Sharice and that Dejanay Bang because she was still upset with her for befriending Ashley. That's what a lot
not
of people. That's what a lot
Dejanay.
of people are saying.
that
Not Dejanay. Listen, I like
I,
Dejanay, okay?
I
I'm
lost my
proud
whole.
family.
I think the difference in the Candace being upset with Monique showing Ashley the text, Monique only showed her the text to defend herself and what Giselle and that was lying about. And my thing is, if we friends and you lying on me, saying I'm texting and saying stuff, I'm going to show my text to exonerate me. It wasn't to show her about you, but you lying to people about what I said. So I think that's the difference between Monique didn't owe Candace in that instant because Candace was lying about what she was saying. And let me prove my point
Mm-hmm.
what I did not do. And so my thing is at that point too, Candace should have not been trying to team up with Giselle and be team and Robin on their team or whatever to make Monique have to defend herself. Like I didn't say that. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
laughing. Look at my text because I didn't say that. That's
Right.
the difference.
I
She didn't
remember
show
that.
Ashley to snitch on Candace. That wasn't the
Right.
point of it. So again, you got to see two sides of the coin.
Okay, Asia, go ahead and say whatever
Right.
else you gotta say,
Do
and then
you
we gotta
think
bring
that
somebody else in. Go ahead,
I
Scotty.
think Scotty was trying to. I think he
Oh,
froze.
well, do you guys think that Candace and Monique both played a part in falling apart? Because again, I do a
Yes.
lot of what everyone is saying up here, but then you look in the comment section and everybody's pointing the finger at one or the other instead of both of them. And
It
I
was
think that's
definitely
been the
both.
issue this
It
entire
was
It was
season
both.
both.
is that
It was both.
nobody wants. Yeah, that has been an issue all season, especially with the fight. I've held them both accountable for the fight, but when you hold them both accountable and you're not necessarily Team Candace, you're automatically balled by Monique because you're not necessarily holding her 100% accountable. You're holding them both 50% accountable for the fight. You did this, it overtook both of y'all were in the wrong. It's just that one person took it to another level. So at this point, I think we all can agree that Candace and Monique both played a part in their friendship falling apart, and they both played a
Yeah.
part in the whole altercation. And
You
I
know
just
what, Scotty?
that that's the issue with the whole thing.
Not only did they both play a part, let's not forget Giselle and Robin played a part in helping divide them. Because as much as Candace and Monique was beefing, you had Robin and Giselle in both of their ears saying different things. And because Candace and Monique weren't communicating, because Robin and Giselle was in their ear, that's how it escalated more and more and more. We can't forget the reasons that Monique and Candace would get mad was based on what Robin and Giselle and sometimes Ashley was telling them that the other one said. So it's
And do y'all
100%
remember?
both they
Do,
faults.
do y'all remember when Candace was at the reunion and she said that Robin was like, "Oh, you're talking about your friend." Like, I feel like Candace couldn't even help herself but to tell how they were actually plotting. Because she's saying they
Yeah.
weren't plotting, but when she actually sat there and explained herself to Chris, it was like basically her trying to outline certain parts so she wouldn't make Giselle mad. But she was just basically saying that there absolutely was a plot. And it's just annoying to me that I feel like she passive aggressively was a part of that conversation because it was some underlying let me get back at Monique shit. So I feel
Yeah.
like
Yep.
at some point, yes, um, Monique was not meeting her halfway when she was ready to meet Monique halfway. And I feel like that's the breakdown in a lot of people's relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why
I
you got to be
definitely agree with
careful
that.
about being around people that ain't got a storyline. Because people that don't got a storyline will fancy themselves to yours. And that's exactly what this situation was. They had too much time on their hands to sit back and come up with a whole plot. I mean, like if y'all really had something going on, if y'all really had real lives and men that y'all was running around here fucking and sucking like that, y'all wouldn't have no time to be running around here making up stories about this woman. None.
Because before
Period. You
the fight, the
as a
whole thing
man,
was
get
going
you
to be
some
about
business.
Michael and cheating.
Get you some business, honey. You don't even have to have a man, cause I can guarantee you, Karen ain't fucking okay, he ain't fucking Uncle Ben. But you know what she got? She got her some business. That's why she stayed booked and busy. They were talking shit about her and her wig line. First of all, clearly they don't watch YouTube, okay? Because RPG show wigs, especially during like the earlier time when
High
Fabulosity
quality,
is me, Peak
expensive.
Mill, and a whole bunch of other girls who were doing hair reviews. That was money. That's bank, okay? And them wigs are
That's definitely
expensive.
bank.
So her getting her own little wig line and stuff like that, like YouTubers with like millions of followers get RPG show wig lines and stuff like that. That was a cute coin, and they're like, oh well, she wasn't even doing it for herself. It was her hairstylist. Well, look, didn't Jay-Z say if you're you ain't rich if everyone else around you was broke?
Huh. That was a
Okay.
statement.
Why wouldn't you put your hairstylist on? She's look, Karen is aligning herself with with beauty, perfume, hair. I'm sure she's
She
gonna come
looks
up with something.
great.
She looks great. Okay, she worked out, she lost all that weight and all that type of stuff. While she's keeping up with
She pulled her wigs down. It's great.
look, she looked better than Giselle.
Yes, she do.
Giselle with that
Vagina neck.
dry ass.
Vagina neck is dry under the eyes. Her weave is dry. Her edges
I
are
don't get it.
dry. Her personality is dry. Her pussy is dry. Everything is just dry over there. It's
They are jealous.
unfortunate.
They
And all
are
them
jealous.
clothes underneath her neck are all the lies that she told this season about Ram Dr. Hunchamal and his foolishness. All the
Down
PC
to
people calling it sack of potatoes.
And
Those are
look,
lies.
let's never forget. I'll never forget about the way she blew up on Karen. It was like that's why Ray is trying to fuck Erica Lyles.
oh,
Do y'all remember that shit? I will never forget that shit. To me, as far as Karen is concerned, you could ride Giselle's ass until she's in the fetal position because she tried to
is
do that to
Jamal
you.
coming? Didn't think so. Of course not.
Of
Thank you
course
so much.
not.
Asia, you need to go
You
ahead and start
Of
she
that
could
course
channel,
not.
honey. Asia, go ahead and start the
she
channel,
can
honey.
bring security guards, but she couldn't have bought her
All
man.
right. I'm
And
gonna
send us the
I'm
link.
gonna take you up on that.
Was the
Make sure you start because I feel wild.
It was nice meeting you all. And it was
Thank
nice
you.
getting
Nice
to
meeting
meet you
you too,
personally,
baby.
Scotty.
All right. Bye, Asia.
Of course not.
I'm trying to see if I can get Nisi in here, but it's a backlog. Nisi, try. I'm gonna bring in B Stokes.
Come
Nisi,
on,
try.
Niecy.
What
Hey,
Nisa got going on?
Hey, B Stokes, how you doing,
We
hey,
love?
I
trying to
am
get in
doing
here.
good. First of all, hey, Alice, that's my boo, but I love me some Alice. I love you some, and Bundy, I love your reviews. We be right here,
Yes,
most of the like right here.
I always see you.
Look, and side note, when you reviewing Power, because I do reviews too. I actually just started doing reviews on my channel, and we said a lot of same things. First of all, where was the rest of the teachers at this school? I was so mad by that. That pissed
We
me off.
all noticed that. I was like, how they only had like 3 professors to talk
In
to
this
about
whole
the murdered
school.
kid. Like,
That
you're
bothered
right.
me. But okay, I'm gonna make it quick because I'm supposed to have some time with my husband, so let me hurry up. You know. But okay. The first thing is not mad that Robin is gone. And actually, I am happy about it because that's going to make Giselle have to stand on her own, and let's see if she can really do it. Because all these her relationship, friendship, whatever with Candace is weak.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley flip flops,
Mm-hmm.
so you know that's weak. And I mean Wendy, who cares? Let's see.
Listen, Wendy might come back next season and give us something we could feel because I liked her better after the show in like interviews and stuff like that than I did when she was on the show.
Well, it's just like she takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's like you really do want to like her. You give her a chance. You see your family is beautiful, and then we hear about her degrees, and then I'm tired.
Yes.
So,
Allegedly, Robin is expired. Allegedly. We don't know
right.
just yet. I just wanted to clarify that for people who are just coming into the room. Go ahead, B.
Also, what was aggravating about the whole Candace and Monique fight, again, like it's been said to death, they both were wrong. Monique shouldn't have put her hands on it, blah, blah, blah. The issue that made people start to kind of seemingly teeter more to Monique's side is the fact that Candace was requiring some type of like undying loyalty and validation. And that is what turned people off. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here trying to play the victim, or even if someone doesn't 100% agree with you, that shouldn't affect either way how you feel, how you view, or how you act. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so the fact that Karen couldn't eat, I mean, at the end of it, Karen did lean more towards Monique's side. But again, I think Candace did that to her. When I came to you and said to you from the beginning, I'm neutral, I don't want to be split between y'all, it should have just been left at that. And the fact that she kept pushing is kind of, in my opinion, what got Karen a little bit more to Monique's side. Mm-hmm. And far as
Monique knew that too. Remember, Monique was like, I think that, I'm going to be with her being neutral, but I think Candace will have a problem with it.
Right.
And she was absolutely right.
Right. And that's what really, again, Candace with this attitude of eventually is going to ice herself out from everybody. Like eventually, it's not going to stand up. Also, if you're this upset about the internet bullying, log off. I don't understand. You're 30-something years old. You're not a 15-year-old. Like, you didn't grow up with social media. You don't need it. Log off. How about you post something about your wigs, get an automatic little post about your wigs or something, because I know you got to do some type of posting, but you don't have to respond. You don't have to engage.
She doesn't. It's obnoxious that people act like you can't ignore shit sometimes. We're not saying all the time, just sometimes.
Yeah.
She
I'm
replies a
gonna
lot.
need I'm gonna need for Candace to disclose whatever Gorilla Glue, Super Glue, Scotch tape, or duct tape she used to keep her head, that wig down. I'm
She missed an opportunity.
I'm like, yo, the way that Monique had it, there is no way that shit should have been still on her head.
Well, Candace missed an opportunity playing victim. You have this hair company that we haven't heard anything about since the first season you were on there. This was your opportunity. Yes. This is your opportunity to promote that. This is your opportunity.
On it together. Her mama actually invested in that business with her. And that was like an issue between the two of them because the mama was trying to run the business.
Right. But we ain't heard nothing else about it. This was your opportunity to kind of promote that, to play on it. Do a Candy. That's why Candy is so successful.
Yeah, you can.
But that's what a lot of these housewives do. A lot of these housewives, like, I'm gonna get a get rich quick scheme, and it's always either hair or makeup or a clothing line, like She by Sheree that never go nowhere. That's what a lot of them do.
You know, some
a lot of them
August,
do.
September, November, December.
Fashion show, no fashion.
I think what they do is they come up with these ideas, and then they feel like because I'm on the show, people will buy easily, and they don't promote. They don't want to do the work. They want to be on the show, promote something, not have to do any work with it. And the minute that doesn't pay off, they just leave it alone, and that's why they all broke.
But I feel like she came on the show talking about that. So I don't know if it was supposed to be like a get rich, you know, as these hats with Robin that are always sold out. I just want to see if there was at any point I could buy one, but I ain't.
Who's buying them? The hospital gift
sold
shop.
out.
She makes 5 of them.
You ain't got no inventory, girl. Child.
I'm just saying.
She makes 5 hats and that's it, and she sold out. She don't make none.
I wouldn't put a dead corpse in none of Robin's hats. Okay, trust me.
And the last thing that I'm gonna get off here for real, because I hear them. Okay. I was in All About the Teas live, and someone made the point that said that they think the reason that Juan attaches to Michael is a daddy issue and not necessarily a sexual thing, like, you know, not necessarily what we think it is, because I mean it's weird. But they were saying that they feel like Juan looks up to Michael kind of as a fatherly figure, and it just was an interesting perspective. It was something that I didn't hear, and it could be a zaddy type of thing, who knows, but I just thought it was an interesting perspective.
Let Ashley tell it. Everybody looks at Michael like he's zaddy.
There is no way in hell 100% straight male would ever be comfortable being around Michael with the way that he is with Juan. So it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's a cute theory. It's a cute theory. I'll let it slide. But I'm.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right,
we appreciate you, love. Go enjoy your husband.
Y'all, and check out the channel.
Yes, of course. Everybody check out Be So Styling channel, please. Support. All right, I'm about to bring in Ashley. Okay. Go on, Ashley, girl. How you doing?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will preface with this that I do like Candace. However, I don't think anybody is above critique, right? And I personally don't think it's not the fact that Monique whipped her ass, because Miss Dorothy done whipped her ass too. I think she's just not used to not being the popular girl, because I feel like Candace has grown up as like the popular Black girl in white spaces. And the fact that she's in this space with these other Black women and she's not the popular one, she doesn't know how to deal with that. Because I was like, let me go see if she's actually been bullied online. So I've done a lot of Twitter research. People are holding her accountable. They're not bullying her. No one is telling her to go die in eternal hell. No one is telling her that she's fat and she should go die. Nobody is saying to her any of the things that she says to people when she's upset, which I would consider to be bullying. She's just upset that she's being held accountable for her actions, and people actually like other people more than they like her. And this is coming from someone who actually likes Candace. And I just feel like because her mama beats her ass too, and she can't really hold her mama accountable, she went full force with Monique because they're peers and tried to hold Monique accountable in ways that she can't hold her mama accountable. And I really do think that we need to take a step back, and that can be Candace's entire storyline next season, trying to work through her trauma with her mama because your mama
Well,
be beating
listen,
your ass and you ain't sue her.
I've been said Dorothy and her dusty, saggy ass titties was the problem. I've never saw it, but I've been said that from the beginning. She is the huge issue. She's the reason why Candace floats around the way that she does. And that's why I felt like if Candace really wants to be a mother, Candace is really going to have to find somebody to sit her and her mama down, and she works out all of it. Because if she doesn't, if she does decide to have a child, I feel like 9 times out of 10, inadvertently, she's gonna wind up treating her daughter the same way her mama treated her. And if that's not what she wants, she really needs to go and work that out. I really want Candace to do that. I want her to really work that out. And I feel like when she works that out, then she can have much better clarity on the world and what's going on with her and Monique, and have more sense, because she's just simple. She's simple minded. Like
She reminds me of my little sister who's 20 and like be popping off at every second, except my sister is always ready to like get her ass whooped if need be. Candace mouth be writing checks her ass ain't willing to cash, and she found someone who was like made her overdraft that day. I just wish Monique would have just turned slightly to her left, just ever so slightly, and just grabbed that blonde hair and just put them green eyes all up in that liquor that was on that table. Just, you two bitch, meeting Giselle, because I just can't.
Okay,
I think people don't realize that we have to like Candace.
I wish that it wasn't Monique, but I'm not upset that it happened to Candace. I'm not.
Me
I
neither.
I wish it didn't have to be Monique.
Okay.
And I know people keep saying Monique is wrong. Violence is never justified. Bullshit. Because growing up, my parents used to always tell me if somebody get in your face or they mess with you, it's okay if you hit them, as long as you got a good reason to hit them. And I feel like in the Black community, we tell our kids that all the time. Hell, a lot of us even still whoop our kids, and kids don't even really have the capacity to have the critical thinking skills to understand what they're doing wrong. But now you got 2 adults, and one of them understand that she's a wordsmith, and her words are lethal, and she can put her hands in people's face, but they can't whoop her ass like her mama's still whooping her ass in her 30s. What makes her think other people ain't gonna do it?
Right.
Yeah, at least your mama care about you.
It's not that people don't like Candace. People don't like her actions and her attitude. The way she comes off is what we don't like. If Candace held herself at any level of accountability that she wants everyone else to have, she wouldn't be so fucking aggravating. Like, it's like you come off as a person who just wants things your way. And if things don't go your way, you have an issue with everyone else except yourself. You are too old to act like that. Like, you are not in high school or in college. You are a grown-ass woman at work.
Let me address this comment right quick. I thought y'all were tired of talking about this show. We are, but every day something else happens. So because a lot of us do this for a living, and this is the like second to last day of the year, and I'm doing a live with a whole bunch of people I love, and I have 1,000 people in the room, and we've been on here for 2 hours. Why not, bitch?
It's what we do.
Hello. So I thought I wanted to answer that. But
we're not fussing with nobody about it no more.
Ashley, exactly. Ashley, before I let you go, I wanted to get your opinion on Andy and the way he treated Monique and her husband at the reunion.
Okay, so my take on Andy in general with Married to Medicine, ATL, and Potomac, I watch all the Housewives except Dallas, because I just feel like, Southern racism, Confederacy just don't sit right with me. Anywho, I feel like he treats the Black female cast like children to be chastised, and he treats the white women like adults to be respected. And like now that like I've been watching it more, it comes across more and more where he feels like they need to be reprimanded. Like the way he called Karen a liar for saying she didn't invite Monique to the thing, he just blatantly called her a liar. He never once called Vicky a liar when she was in OC lying about cancer. The word liar in context to Vicky never came out.
he didn't question what's that? The lady whose husband allegedly was a setup in Beverly Hills, and she spent like $50,000 on her kid's birthday, and they had financial issues. He never questioned her finances and what was going on with that the way he questioned Monique. And so I feel like there's a lot of anti-blackness that comes up with that, which leads me to Ashley and Michael, because personally, I feel like Ashley should be fired. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because how many times are they going to allow Michael, this white man, to sexually assault people on this show and inappropriately touch people on this show? And like that's been happening for 3 seasons now. But Monique gets into one fight.
Apparently since the first.
Right. And it's like, y'all say that y'all support the Me Too movement, y'all support all these things, and I understand Andy is sensitive about all the homophobia that be happening on these shows. However, the only reason why Michael has been allowed to get away with that is because of the fact that Ashley is a better Giselle to me, because at least Ashley owns her shit and she also gives us a storyline. Giselle don't give a shit. But I think Michael and Andy kind of run along the same lines. And I think Andy intentionally gives him a pass. And I think all of that is rooted in Andy's anti-blackness. And I think it's time for him to exit as the host to all of the black shows. And I wish him and Nene would have still been on good terms, because I think that would have been a beautiful transition for her to start being the host of these black shows.
But
and that could have been...
She doesn't have the capacity for
Nene
that. I
can't
wish
do
that
that.
she did.
Yeah, she.
But her ego won't allow her to do that.
No,
Ashley, you made
notes
some
are
excellent
leaking.
points,
I don't want to see
love.
her.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm in law school, so I'm finna get back to like my work. I love y'all. I watch all y'all. All y'all be giving me like everything that I need, especially I live alone, and so this quarantine has been like, whoo, but y'all have been great. Keep doing what y'all do. When I finish law school and start making money, I'm gonna be doing super chats for all y'all and stuff.
We
but right now, I
appreciate
go
it,
like
and
that.
we might need a
But
lawyer.
We appreciate
so thank you, love.
Listen, my goal is to like help content creators secure like legal representation before like something goes viral, then everybody else start copyrighting y'all stuff and everybody else start taking advantage of the stuff that like content creators get. Because oftentimes, like I've had friends go viral for things, and by the time they capitalize it, some random person somewhere has copyrighted their shit, or like somebody approached him to do like a deal and they didn't know all the ins and outs of it and they got taken advantage of. And so my goal is to try and help small content creators on this social media space be aware of like their contract rights before they are in a position to have to figure out, okay, I have 72 hours to find a lawyer and I don't know where I can find one type thing. But that's if I get there, because law school is the ghettoest thing I've ever done.
Yes.
It's hard as hell.
Listen, good luck
DM
to
me
you,
too,
love.
Ashley.
And DM us,
DM
because
me
we
too,
need
baby.
that. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us.
All righty.
All right. So,
Yes.
Kenneth, I'm going to bring you in, love. And listen, I'm only going to let these last 3 people, besides Kenneth, there are 3 more people in the queue. That's it. Come on, Kenneth.
I'm gonna need her.
Oh shoot! I didn't even know I was online. Hi.
Oh,
how you guys
because
doing?
I meant to pick somebody else. Kenneth, I'm sorry, baby. You'll be next. Alex, come on, tell us what you got to say, love.
Oh hey, what's up? Hi Bondi, how you doing?
I'm good, love. How are you?
Good. I watch your videos like all the time. I've like watched you for a few years. I think you're really funny and stuff. So I'm happy to be on here. So I just kind of wanted to say, like, I think that Monique and Chris kind of blew up the whole thing more so than it needed to be, because like Andy said, like the only reason why we're bringing it up is because you talked about it. It didn't air, it didn't do anything. And I agree, because they didn't air it on the show. The only reason why they aired it is because Chris and Monique brought it up. And then like Chris sort of gave into the bait, like, because when Giselle brought that security, I was
Wait
like,
a damn minute. Is this Alex from the All About the Tea lives?
how do you know? Am I that famous now?
I was watching, and as soon as you started talking,
I kept looking at him too. I was like,
Alex,
what's wrong?
Nothing is wrong, love. We appreciate you, but we
Yeah,
already know
absolutely.
what you gonna say, and we ain't finna argue with you about it.
Where did Alexander go? Where did Alexander Rogers go?
I don't know. I'm trying. Listen, y'all know I'm new to this,
Honey,
so I'm trying to get he. I think he left and he was trying to come back, but people keep coming in because there's like a queue somewhere that I can't control.
I'm like
Um,
such a fan of Alexander Rogers. He's hilarious. Like I love him. He's so funny.
we
But
all love him, but we gonna let you go because we ain't finna argue with you. But thank you
I'm
for
not
coming
trying to
in,
argue.
love.
I just want to have a conversation. Okay, bye.
Bye. You trying to argue? I know what you be trying to do, but I appreciate you though.
let me
Come
mute
on
myself.
in,
I say
Kenneth.
something.
Go ahead, Jay. Say something. Shit.
Anybody comment on this panel after you done seen us talk for 2 hours and if you done agree with Andy, you were looking for some bullshit argument. None of us on this panel feel like Andy was right in any way. If you didn't see the footage of Giselle talk about that lady and that man kid, then you was blind, deaf, and dumb. And I don't mean no disrespect, but I feel like you could not have watched that reunion with your 2 eyes or 4 eyes, because I have 4 eyes, or whatever, and feel like Chris and Monique brought it up. It was Giselle. Andy was on some bullshit, and anyone coming on here with the panel that's here, you looking for attention. So have a seat and comment a stadium, and then we gonna stay here and then let it be that. Because I'm like, Andy did what, girl?
Listen, come on, Kenneth. How you doing, love?
I am doing
Listen,
wonderful. It's thank you for having me, Miss Bondi Blue. I absolutely fell in love with you the first time I saw you, and I just love your energy. And you're like very, you could be somewhat assertive, but I love it. I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign, so I love it. And Miss J Lee, I fell in love with you at Hello. Your spirit is like amaze balls.
Thank you.
Yes, and Mr. Um, I'm sorry.
Scotty?
Um, yes, Scotty. Scotty, yes, I just love your commentary because
Scotty by nature.
hello. Yes, you I love your commentary because you come from like a logical perspective and you don't seem to have like biases, and if you do, you hide them very well. And I love your commentary as well. I haven't seen a lot of your videos, but I have seen a few to know that I've become a subscriber. So any of the ways I got that out the way. Thank you for having me. So I just wrote a couple of things down that I'm going to share with you guys. By the way, I come from New York by way of North Carolina. So I see you guys. Shout out to the BX. But yeah,
Y'all stop requesting to come into the room. I'm done letting people in, so stop requesting because I'm trying to see if I can get Alex back in. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
no. So for Candace, she will forever be Candace, I believe, until she becomes 100% financially independent. I mean, I'm not in her pocket, so I didn't know. But from the TV, it seems as though that she still uh, gets some coins from Miss Dorothy. There's no place like home. But
Okay.
typically, typically people like that, they don't really like grow that much in situations like that until their financier dies. I mean, or unless something magically happens in their life to make them grow. But Miss Dorothy has been stunting her growth, I believe, to come into adulthood, and she's being controlled. And um, see that because I come from a background of that as well. I was raised by my grandmother, and she reminds me of Dorothy, very controlling, very uh
I'm sorry, Scotty. Who you want fuck? I'm
no, no,
sorry. I thought I seen Scotty say he wanted to fuck somebody, so I'm trying to figure. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure you wasn't talking about
You
Kenny.
probably did. Scotty is a whore. You probably did. You probably
Kenny,
did.
listen, you trying to shoot your shot at Kenneth in my
well,
live?
what's popping, bro? What's
I
good,
said
son?
nothing. I said nothing. Keep going.
What's
Keep
popping,
going.
bro?
Y'all
That's
love
the
when he
original
do
lady of the
that.
night. You
Keep
probably
going.
did, dude.
Listen.
Stop
Going.
it. Stop it. Shout out to Scotty though. It's popping, bro. You know what I'm saying? But look though. No lie. Like Dorothy is a trip though, for real. Like she needs to you know what I'm saying? But it looks like she's set in her ways, and people like her, I mean, you have to let that toxic shit go out your life. It doesn't matter if it's mama, papa, or grandma, daddy. You gotta let them people go. But in reference to Monique, I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with her. I fuck with the energy. Um, for every action, there is an equal or unequal reaction. I mean, that's simple to me. And there is a cause and effect, and they're both share the blame, but I mean, cause and effect. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm glad she left because it seems as though that it's a toxic work environment, and I could only imagine what next season would be for her and the cliques and the pretty girls against this and all of that. So, and I can tell that she was probably bothered more so, not because of the ladies per se, but I believe it was some fucking arguing going on in that household. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because that man, you know what I'm saying? Like any man,
would have been bothered.
Come on now. Like, even if it was a little rumor that did not stick like grits, it didn't matter. A man gonna be like, yo, how the fuck is that out there though? Like, so what did you do? Like, what did you do to put that out there? You did something. Where there's smoke, there's fire. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? So it was some fucking conflict going on in that house. And if you sounding like her big ass husband, you know what I'm saying? He's a big ass Mufasa ass voice. You know what I'm saying? That would scare the fuck out of me if he was yelling and shit. Yo, what the fuck? Like,
I said that. I said I would not want him to be upset with me. And that's how Lyric is. Like my husband like that. Where he's such like the friendly giant that you do not want to hear them get upset. But Kenneth, they asking for you to put your social media, your Instagram, so that they can take this conversation, with Scotty, to the DMs.
Yo, where do I
go
put it? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Because Scotty will bust you down so damn good. Scotty will toss you from wall to wall, honey. Do you hear
It's a
me?
love
You
connection.
will be walking the Oregon Trail on your ceilings messing around with Scotty. So go ahead and do it. Hit it.
Listen, the way Scotty,
Scotty.
Don't put your ad be up. Like
okay.
Kenny, we appreciate you, love, but I'm about to bring in CC Freak, and that's the last person I'm bringing in. Thank you so much for joining us, Kenny. We appreciate you, love, and the energy that you just gave this panel. So
thank you for having me. God bless y'all. You have a wonderful 2021. Beautiful, successful. Much love. God bless. Thank you.
God bless.
You too, love. God bless you.
Thank you. Holla at me, Scotty.
All right.
Okay, period.
You know what I'm saying? He said, holla at him. Come on, CC Freak. What's up, Eric? How you doing, love?
Is that my CC Freak?
That's me, man. How y'all doing?
Good.
What's happening?
Yeah.
That's my mind. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on? Bonding, no, I've been down with you for a long time. Scotty, been down with you for a long time. Been kicking with my man Terrence for a while. Jay Lee, been following you for a minute too, especially with your power reviews. Love all your reviews.
Thank you.
This situation, a lot of people were saying that these what do you call it? These boycotts don't work. Some of them do. For the simple fact, I wish Alex was here because he used to review that sorority show that used to be on VH1 that everybody hated. That was one of the shows.
Hitting it real quick.
That was one of the shows they boycotted. They, of course, we all seen what happened with Basketball Wives with Tammy and Keisha. A lot of people, that was the reason the original one got canceled, and almost low key got this one canceled with what went on with like almost the same situation with Monique. With this how they treated OG. That like we all knew how that went down.
Yes.
So
and then supposedly Basketball Wives is coming back. I don't know if I'm gonna review it, but I'm gonna watch.
I'm definitely gonna watch, especially if that's how I got in with Terrence, because his lives used to have me hollering. I'll still revisit them things. And then Scotty, your channel.
We already need it.
Yes. And then and Scotty, he killed it. Like I remember watching some of those episodes. I was like, oh my god, when Bondi, Scotty, and Jay Lee and Terrence go in, I've got to watch their videos. They're gonna be killing it. And this whole situation with Monique, I'm so proud of her because she left on her own terms, and I just feel like I don't know how Candace is gonna survive because it's gonna be between Candace or Wendy. I really believe those are going to be the next two targets of who the Green Eyes go after, if both Green Eyes are going to be there. Because I don't know if Robin even got picked because she gave us absolutely nothing. I mean, she had a different business every year. 1 minute she's trying to buy trucks to get a trucking company going on. Now she's selling trucking hats. So like, which one is it? You know, what happened to the truck that she was buying last season?
Child, what happened to her flipping them trap houses down the beach? What happened to that?
Thank you. Like she can't keep a business. Like, one house and left. Everybody on Potomac has the most struggling businesses, with the exception of Karen at this point, because Monique done had her business and already done left. But Karen is the only one that has a successful business. Giselle done flop. Doggone Robin changes the business every season.
What about Ashley? I heard Ashley's business with her like workout line is actually supposed to be successful, but I've never seen her promoting on the show.
That's my thing. Like the whole point of everybody that joins the show is to make a business, to have passive income, because this stuff ain't gonna last forever. Right. You know, so
Robin's hats are doing well actually. How do you know, Keiki? Because you can't buy one? Child, that just means she ain't buy enough stock. That's all that means.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I guarantee you, if she comes back, she probably will have a whole new business because she can't keep one. She can't keep one going. And if she was smart, she would take lessons from Karen, because Karen has a successful business. Her perfume is in a high-end department store that's not even in every town. The nearest Bloomingdale's to me is all the way in Atlanta. I live in South Carolina, which is about 3 hours away. So
her and Giselle can do both of themselves to solid, and their storyline can be them finally coming out of the closet, and that they secret scissor sisters, and they've been this for a long time. Like, that's interesting. Both of them need a storyline. They both need something new. I would be here for it.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, that's like,
hold up, right quick, right fast. Thick Girl 40. I know you was back there for a long time, but so were a whole bunch of other people. I couldn't get to everybody in time. I'm sorry, but I will do this again. And the next time I do this again, when I see your name, you are coming in. I promise. Go ahead, Eric.
But yeah, the storyline we was talking about, Terrence, they need to go ahead and have the fallout of the Green Eye Bandits. Yeah. I'm 100% here for that. 100%.
They said don't talk about her soror. Listen, y'all know I get on my soapbox when it comes to them frowsy ass AKAs. But I'm gonna let them have it because we got one. We got one in the White House. She the only one I'm gonna let slide. She the only one I'm gonna let slide.
Every time he says that, man.
But I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
But yeah, with this Andy thing, I mean, 1 minute he's saying, Monique, why don't you rap a little bit for us at one reunion? And this reunion, he talking about some, oh, you rap? Like,
that was disrespectful as fuck. I was she freestyled on the first episode she was on. Hello, you could tell he don't watch the show.
But not only that, we've seen many other people from other shows who make songs who are not artists. He would then let them perform on Watch What Happens Live. He is never. You let Kenya twirl. You let Kim sing when she was a lesbian, eating pussy. You let all these things go on, and all of a sudden you want to ask Monique if she's an artist. I'm like, Andy just gets on my nerves. It's all of them.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball big time. He dropped the ball big time. And
it ain't Andy's fault. Andy ain't have his right crack dealer. That won't the right. If he had the right strand, it would not have went that way. So that's why I'm holding out hope for
allegedly
that he gonna get it together. Allegedly, I don't want to get her channel shut down. Allegedly.
Oh God! But I just wanted to just throw my little 2 cents in there. I love every single one of y'all on this panel. I love every single one of y'all on Scotty's panel. I wish all y'all a happy 2021, and hopefully it'll be way better than 2020. You know.
Yes.
It better, honey. Thank you.
Hopefully,
thank you.
That's it, y'all.
Thank
We
you.
talked for almost 2.5 hours now. I think that's enough. I did kick some of y'all out of the room because I could only have so many of y'all in the back room at a time, and I was trying to see if I could get Alex or Nisi to come on, because I really wanted them to be a part of the panel as well. But it was just horror because it's buku of y'all. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and seeing y'all response lets me know I definitely need to do this more often where I bring y'all in to talk to me and to talk to, a plethora of people. Thank y'all, panel. Thank y'all, everybody that, showed up. Thank y'all for staying with me this whole time. Terrence and Scotty and Jaylee. Thank you, Eric, for calling in. Everybody that called in, thank y'all so much. I love this. I
That's just,
appreciate y'all because this was like last minute, and I hit everybody up like y'all come through if y'all want to. And I appreciate y'all for doing that so much. It's been 1,000 people in here, damn near the whole night. So I hope y'all got some extra subscribers y'all didn't have before. And
Honey,
I'll try to,
hopefully.
okay, listen, and hopefully I will, not hopefully, I will be doing this again. Okay. So just know we're gonna be back here talking about something else. I had a whole bunch of other topics, to be honest with y'all, but we just kind of, we stayed where we was at with it. I let the conversation flow. But anything else y'all want to say?
Go $20. Go ahead and pay that $20 so you can have more people. Pay that $20.
I'ma do it. I'ma do it. I ain't cheap like that. I'ma do it.
Well, I want to say thank you for having me on because I just even realized that StreamYard was a thing like yesterday, and I'm like, I'm gonna pay the whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay 40. So I got nothing to worry about. But I want to say this is my first time being on a panel, so because I'm still new. So thank y'all. Thank you to Bondi for even, you know what I'm saying, coming on and saying, come on in. So, I do think in 2021, I hope that YouTube allows us to collaborate more because we are such a close-knit, small community, but it's hard for us to kind of always, you know what I'm saying, work together. So I do think StreamYard will probably help that for everyone, like not just me, but, you know what I'm saying, for new YouTubers too. So thank you even letting me in the room and stuff.
I would. I'm gonna say something too. First of all, thank you for letting me know that you were doing this. By the way, I appreciate that. Number one, number two, it allowed me to be on the same panel as Alexander Rogers because I've always wanted to work with him in fashion, as well as Jay Lee's Corner. Because I said I've been following her for a while now on YouTube. I think I follow her on Twitter as well. And when I first started the panel that Terrence, Bunny, and I do. One of the people that I thought of to ask to be on the panel, but we never communicated before, and I was kind of afraid to approach you about it. But one of these days, I will have you on our panel. One of these
Okay,
days, you will be a part of the panel because
I'm
I
very
really enjoyed
approachable. I'm
your.
nice and stuff.
and also, I just
Okay, I
want to
enjoy
add.
all
Oh,
your energy on this panel, child.
Thank you.
Yes.
I also want to add really quickly is like because I met most of y'all at the blackout, and the only person I didn't get to meet was Scotty. But what Scotty is doing is almost like a blackout 2.0 with the way he does his panel, and it's a weekly thing. So I commend you on that,
I
man.
mean, you
'Cause
inspired me to do it, Scotty. I wouldn't have done this if you had not invited me on your panel. So thank you so much for even pushing me to do this. Because otherwise, child, y'all know me. I'll just be up here reading comments. So thank you for inspiring us to, really give StreamYard in this type of platform a chance. Go ahead, Terrence.
I want to thank my sister BB for inviting me up here. I appreciate this. Shout out to my homie Scotty. He get on my damn nerves, y'all, but that's my love, bro. I love him down. Shout out to Jay Lee. I've been subscribed to her for a minute too. I love me some Jay Lee. I always go to her. So
Thank
shout out to
you.
you. Absolutely. And shout out to Eric. Yes, CC Freak. He been down with me for a minute. I absolutely love Erica. People notice me blushing when you got up here, but that's a whole
oh
nother story
God,
for a whole nother day.
Lord have mercy.
Listen.
Eric been following me for a long time, probably from the beginning. He's been following me,
Yes,
like
a
really
definite like
following me.
number one fan, just always in the comments, always, in the chats or in the live. So I appreciate your energy on my platform as well as everybody else. I would love for
Appreciate it.
y'all to please support everybody who y'all have seen tonight. Thank everybody for joining me. And this was so fun and I loved it. And child, I'll see y'all in another one for something. Shout out to Alex. Okay.
Happy
Right.
New Year, y'all.
Happy
All
New Year,
right.
y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.